A couple things before we get started. If you know someone who wants to play in a GM Eric game, send them my way. I would love to talk to them about either getting on a wait list or doing a one-shot. I am going to be doing more one-shots coming up soon, so go check those out over on the Discord channel, up in the FYI channel, or over at patreon.com, where they get to get the early announcements. Speaking of Patreon, that's at patreon.com/GMEric. Go check that out. We actually did an art time-lapse earlier this week of a dragon that is going to be introduced into the campaign setting. So go check that out. And it looks like Tech Viking has just taken over the sub goal there. So, all right. We are on a hype train. Also, the GM tip videos and archives go up every single day over on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. If you do watch those, do hit the thumbs up. It does help me out a ton. Spread the word of the GM Eric service to the world. Lastly, we are doing the Bubblelazer One-Shot tonight, which is on a Thursday. And I hope you guys are ready for this because we have Bubblelazer here. Bubble, please tell us a little bit about yourself and what you do.
I am a professional online artist and I am a nerd. So of course I do character designs for Dungeons and Dragons characters, and I love it a lot.
For those who don't know, Bubble is one of my endorsed artists, and she has done hundreds of pieces of art for both me and the various players in my campaigns. Absolutely check her out. If you need to contact her, I know that there's information to contact her on my Discord in the endorsed artist channel. Go hit her up. She's amazing. So absolutely a delight to work with you every single time.
Thank you.
I agree with that one.
All right. And she communicates, guys. Artists that communicate are rare. Treasure them. All right. Well, we're going to go ahead and get you guys started because we got a lot to cover today. All righty. So we're going to go ahead and start. Before we continue, we're going to have the other players introduce themselves and a little bit about them. So, good boy, can you please tell us a little bit about yourself? Anything you're willing to share?
Me or the character?
You as a player. We'll get into who the character is here in a bit.
I'm Owen. I've been playing with Eric for a few years now. Enjoy it. And yeah.
Okay.
This is my first Bubblelazer art, so it's exciting.
It is exciting. Claudette.
Hello. I have been playing D&D for 10 years, and I actually work with a GM Eric, and he's an awesome boss, let me just say. And Bubble has done all of my artwork. She is amazing. So please, 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 please work with her. And I'm looking forward to just playing and having fun tonight.
And lastly, Jimmerly, who is a temporary transplant from the future of the Sunday Night group.
Yes, it would be the future. My name is Joe. I've been playing with Eric for a couple of years now. Playing D&D for God only knows how long. And again, all of my characters also have art from Bubble, including Marcellinus, who cannot appear today. But very happy to be here.
Yep. Awesome. Well, we're going to go ahead and get you guys started. And yes, Jimmerly of the future is with us.
Yep.
For those of you who want to watch more about Jimmerly, coming out on Sundays for the Beneath Fallen Skies campaign, as he is currently being corrupted into this form.
It will be the first living Warforged in several thousand years.
That's the plan. All right. Well, we're going to get you guys started. You guys are adventuring in the lands of Toivoa. We are going to be starting you off here in the town of Nausea, a port town that is delightful and cheerful. You have come here, and after several adventures, have found yourself in the city during the Harvest Day celebration. As such, you are currently at the Longstriders Consortium, a local adventuring guild, where you have come to have your feast. As you are seated, can I get you to please describe your characters? And we're going to go from left to right, being Ambrosia first. Ambrosia, please describe what we are seeing.
So you say this is a harvest feast, like
Yes.
a big table full of like lots and lots of foods.
Indeed. You look up and down the table, and based off of the photo you showed me earlier, you would be very familiar with all of these.
Absolutely. So
Feel free to describe whatever you'd like to be on the table.
Ambrosia Dora Whippleberry Fink is an Eladrin of the Autumn Court. She is quite curvy for an elf, and at first glance, she might seem like a normal, like, oh, I've seen elves before, but the longer you look, the more wrinkles you see. Like, she still looks like she could be young until you start to squint, and then you realize she's got, like, the crow's feet and the smile lines. She has this almost sickly sweet, like Umbridge from Harry Potter, like Umbridge-esque energy, where she's cute and kind of like puffy, but she's got this like slight evil twinge, like when she turns her head, or if someone says something that she's not quite approving of, you might see a little bit of malice kind of like creep up there. She's got those long fingernails, like she gets them done like every few days, you know, like she's definitely got a nail lady, and she's covered in pumpkins. She's got this like she has a it's like an apron, but she can take it off and it becomes a cape, and it's just covered in like pumpkins that kind of resemble flowers. Anyway, she gives off like that like disapproving mom energy, but also like she will bake you anything and everything at like the drop of a hat.
Would she bake someone into something?
Maybe.
Understood. Good boy. Can you please describe your character?
Sure can. So, Good Boy is a kobold who is sitting at the side of the table, cross-legged, gnawing on a bone. Unspecified what it is. And yeah, he's a sort of black-skinned kobold, quite small, wiry, underfed. He's got scars all over him, runes and things, and has a collar, a tag on his collar, says Good Boy. And as soon as he finishes with that bone, he's going to go and beg for more food from someone.
Okay. Would he beg from Ambrosia? Because you guys would at least know each other.
Would Ambrosia have given him food in the past?
Ambrosia.
Oh, sweetie. Of course she gives you food. Of course she'd give you as much food as you want. Do you want a real person bone this time, or are you okay with the sugar bone?
Do you have human bones?
I just might. And I give him unspecified bone.
Okay. Can I get a d20 to determine the race of this bone?
Sure, I'll roll a d20. I got that. This is my. You can't even see it. It's my nat 20. Here you go.
Awesome.
Your pumpkin.
So that would be a human bone.
That's cool.
Congratulations, good boy. You have a femur. Who knows who that might be?
She just like slips it out from her like, I don't know, her like petticoat.
Awesome. That's a little ominous. Where was she keeping that? Don't have to tell.
He never tells.
Understood. Cool. Claudette, please describe your character.
You see a female tabaxi. She is sipping on a saucer of milk. And she is looking at the fair in front of her and picking up, traditional autumn treats like little pumpkin pies and stuff like that, and eating on that. Anything with like the excess sugar on it. That's what she's all about. Um, but she is a gray tabaxi, looks kind of like a Russian blue. She's got these piercing blue eyes and this long braid that just comes down comes down past her shoulders. And if you look closely, she's wearing a collar that says kitten. And her clothing is really nice. Like, she really tries to take care of it because it's probably not something that is easy to come by for her. But she just looks around at her friends and is like, says, "It is a wonderful meeting you all tonight. I'm so excited to see what's going on. Oh, such wonderful things. But where did you get the bone?"
Well, my son, bless his heart, he's the black sheep of the family. Though he only for a couple of months, and then I turned him back, just to specify. He is a one of those dark wizards of Thay, but we still love him. We still love him. I don't know where he got it, but I have it now.
Just out of curiosity, can you scry people? I'm looking for my twin sister. Her name is Natasha. She is married to this to this other tabaxi. His name is Boris, and they travel around with this group called Boris and the Pussycats. But they're always looking for moose and squirrel.
Perhaps. See, I don't know if I have scry. It's not prepared today, but if I have it,
You do not have scrying.
Well,
yeah, I don't think I do.
Well, we'll do that in the future one day. I'm just trying to practice stuff.
Family is so important, dearie. And she takes your hand and pats it. Family is so important. You have to stay in touch. I understand.
And she goes and takes another sip of her saucer.
Can I get an insight check from Claudette?
Dun, 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 dun.
With a 20, Claudette. All right. When Ambrosia is speaking about keeping in touch with family, is she only speaking about the living members of her family, Ambrosia?
As she has many children, and they are spread out all over the place. There are plenty in many places.
Understood. And generally, can you please describe your character before he is deleted by your cat?
I don't know if you guys can see my cat's ears sticking up. He
Yes.
loves to stand on my desk and loves to delete my characters. But what you see is a very large warforged man. He's sitting at a chair, being very cautious not to put on his weight on it, thinking he's gonna crush it. He's staring at the food, and you see the yellow, like the bright yellow sockets of his eyes kind of dim a little bit. You can tell without rolling anything that he kind of misses eating. And he's about 7 feet tall, mostly made of metal with a black tie around his neck. He oddly looks like he's wearing a suit with how his I guess his plates, or however you want to describe his metal form, is constructed. And he carries a very, very large gavel.
Okay. So, as you guys are enjoying your feast, what exactly would you guys be feasting on? What's the food of choice for Ambrosia?
Pumpkin pies.
Okay.
Pumpkin pies. She loves pumpkin pies. and everything with pumpkin in it. And the bad for you sugar, for sure. Like, I don't want any of that, like, stevia. I don't want none of that good for you sugar. No way.
Understood. Good boy. What would you be eating during the festive? Just the bone?
He'd probably go up to Jim and say, "Big man, you want to chew on this bone? It always helps me when there's no food."
He points to his mouth, and as you can see, like, it looks like he has a mouth, but as he talks, the little side gaps in his cheek just light up instead. His mouth doesn't actually open. And he goes, "I remember eating. It was nice while it lasted."
And Claudette is drinking the milk.
Yeah, she's drinking the milk and munching on a pumpkin pie.
Awesome. Cool. Well, while you guys are having this meal, the door will burst open, and in walks the most unlikely figure expected. You see a very long, burly arm snake into the door, followed by a gauntlet of armor. And then an enormous bugbear flows into the room. Griznok want food.
Yeah.
Come on, take a seat. We have all the food. What do you like? What, have you
Griznok
never
like food.
tried?
Oh, Griznok take bone. Oh, thank Kobold. Thank. Snap. You keep leftovers. Griznok sit here. Griznok come here for food. Lucian say come here for food.
Did Jimroy just see a big bugbear come and steal from a little kobold?
He did.
At that, Jimroy will stand up and just, like, he'll saunter, like, the slow kind of, like, judging walk. And you hear clang, clang as his metal feet hit the ground, and he'll stare at the bugbear.
Hi.
Did you just take his bone?
No. Griznok share bone.
Jimroy will again. He'll pick up his hammer over his shoulder and go, "Did you just take his bone?"
No, Griznok share bone. See? Kobold friend has bone.
Jimroy looks over at Good Boy and goes, "Did he just take your bone?"
That's fine. Happy to. Whatever. I'll take anything.
Jimroy
Good Boy's like 5 times smaller than this thing.
Jimroy will look at the bugbear again and goes, "If I see you take from little person again, whether share or not, I will crush your skull with my hammer."
Oh, Griznok not like that. Griznok not take no more bone. Griznok be friend. Hi,
Good.
me Griznok. Griznok.
Get Jimroy to shake his hand. Jimroy Adlerman.
Jim Rowley math man.
He stops for a minute. He's looking at his fingers like he's trying to do math. No, hammer man.
Jim Rowley changed name. Griznok confused.
Just call me Jim.
Jim Rowley changed name one more time. Jim. Griznok is Griznok.
Jim Rowley's just gonna nod his head and look over at Good Boy and go, "If he takes anything from you again, just let me know." And he'll do the slow walk back to his chair, just a clang, clang, clang as his foot hits the ground.
Good Boy's gonna go curl up at Jim's feet.
Kobold nice. Griznok like food. Griznok like kobold. Griznok like nice lady with food. Me have food.
Eating large plates of like honeyed ham down the line.
Griznok like lady.
Claudette just sees everything and she just pushes the sugar towards him as well.
He takes the bowl of sugar, sticks up to his nose, and inhales.
Claudette, just get ready for the biggest bugbear sneeze in the world. I'm like pulling tissues and like getting ready.
It's not gonna sneeze.
I gave him several hankies and pushed him under his nose.
Good luck, thank you.
Oh, that's all right, dearie. And I like wipe his face and like
Grisnock thanks lady.
everyone.
Grisnock say lady friend. What is lady name? Grisnock wish to know for Grisnock's sake.
I'm Ambrosia, but if you want to call me, actually, what do most people
Grisnock call you bro. Yes. Oh, Grisnock be Grisnock. Nice to meet Grisnock, bro.
Been called bro. How delightful.
Thank you for sugar snuff, cat lady.
You're welcome.
Oh, very nice. Grisnock bring note. Says come to consortium for food. And he's going to hand you the note. Who would like to take the note?
Really, it's fairly.
Does it actually say have food? Does he even?
Yeah, it does. I mean, there's the note.
I read the note.
Okay. You can see the note in Roll20. If you open up your Roll20 window, you will see the note on the screen.
Oh my.
You're not gonna block that.
In his defense, though, it's covered by a fingerprint.
Grisnock had instructions from Lucian Stain. Lucian, big boss of Lost Lore Company.
Definitely needs to look for details.
Details?
Oh no, we're good.
No, Grisnock not have tails. Cat lady has tails. I find
Yeah.
the tails.
Yes, my tail is quite lovely. I do say so myself. But yes, there are quite interesting details here.
Grisnock think tail look like snake.
Looks at it, and then she looks back at him. She's like, to some, I'm certain.
It's scary. Grisnock not like snake. Not bring tail to Grisnock.
So with that, she's like, well, I don't mean to scare you. And so she kind of...
Grisnock not scared. Grisnock not like.
Well, she'll take that into account, and she'll wrap it around her hip so it doesn't... So she can kind of hide it so it doesn't scare him.
Grisnock, thank you. Grisnock not like snakes. Grisnock know that snake bite with nice needle teeth. Make big ouchies.
We will try to keep that from happening, my friend.
Grisnock
You
think.
see Jim Roy's making a mental note. His eyes are kind of flashing a little bit as he's writing something down on a piece of paper on the table. Bugbear doesn't like snake.
Grisnock came here for job. Grisnock got hungry. Grisnock got run away. Grisnock come here for food. Says note.
I have not yet read the note. I can't find it.
Oh, you can't find it? I will...
I'm on your Roll20, but like all I see is sweet Grisnock.
You only see sweet Grisnock? Okay, then I will
see
display
sweet
it once again.
Grisnock.
I will display the note once more. Here we go. There is the note once more.
Oh. It's the big thumbprint. Do not It's more food.
Grisnock like food.
He's delightful.
Stubborn a box of rocks.
Well, have you anything to tell us of a curse?
Oh, yes. Yes. Lucian said not talk to nobody about curse. Says that we take job from consortium members and make much gold. We ain't doing coup. Whatever coup is. I think coup is what chickens say. Coup. Coup.
No. Coup is where chickens live.
Oh. Coup. Coop. 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 Ah, ha, ha. No. I don't know why we turned consortium into coop. You know what is in coop? Much poop.
Jim Rolly's like, he's not sure how to handle this bugbear at all. Like, did you just delete something, Shadrach? Something was on my screen, hit the backspace key, and it vanished.
Grisnock wants food. Thank you for food, lady. Bro, thank you, food. Cat lady is nice. More sugar snuff.
Up the nose.
Look, Jim. I give ham bone to Kobold. And he drops the ham bone for the Kobold.
The kobold sits and looks at it and looks up at Ambrosia.
She nods silently at you, gesturing, because she didn't speak.
It gives you a helpful shove with his foot, the very light, kind of pushing you towards it.
He looks still a little cautious that he's being allowed to eat at the same time as everyone else, but
Oh, poor dude.
Well, I don't know about the rest of you, but I'm here to have a little bit of mischievous fun, and I found out something about a curse. What do you say? Shall we go?
I thought there wasn't a curse. We weren't talking about a curse.
Oh,
We
yes,
just
of
about the
course.
curse.
Not a curse. Never. No.
Big curse. Big curse at Hardhack Way.
Oh,
Hackhart Way.
where's Hardhack Way?
Grisnock have Lexdexia.
I'm sure we can ask the barkeep for directions.
Who barkeep?
Jim really kind of goes, and he raises a big metal hand and goes, barkeep!
Sliding to a stop next to the table is a young man. Looks like he's in his mid-20s. Hi, you called? How can I help you?
Where's 46 Hackhart Way?
Probably on Hackhart Way. Probably about halfway down towards 100 Hackhart Way. But if you go out to the town, just straight out to the south, you'll find it on the way to the mayor's house. It's off to the right. You'll find no problem. It's all labeled.
Thank you.
Can I take your plates?
Jim really doesn't even have a plate. He's like sadly looking at the food and goes, sure.
He takes the empty plates away.
Nice boy. How kind of him. So
No.
nice to see you
He
still
good boy.
Is
He not nice boy. He good boy.
he pointing at the kobold?
Yes, of course.
Oh yes. Yes, of course.
Blushes.
I must change my vocabulary. He is the good boy. He was a very nice fellow.
What make him nice? He take food and plates away. Those could be leftovers.
The plates?
Sure, you know how to eat plate? Grisnock eat everything. Grisnock mom say, clean plate. Grisnock eat plate. Plate clean.
He really stops for a minute and he just like stares at Grisnock like he's not sure like whether he should be absolutely amazed or just like keeling over from how dumb that sounded. He is just absolutely stun locked.
Claudette is just watching him with rapt fascination just because of this whole interaction right here with him saying he actually like eats the plate. And then she looks at everybody and says, "Well, waste not, want not."
That's what Lucian Staines say. Waste not, want not. Consortium has jobs. Lost Lore Company take jobs. We have gold. Consortium not have gold. We take food. Consortium not have food. Griznok eat.
I have had many children who will lick the plate clean. I have never had a child who eats the plate clean. Very clever.
Oh, Griznok smart.
You want to adopt him? I'm sure he's up for grabs.
Bro say Griznok smart. Bro, first person ever say that.
Did not deny.
Griznok go, huh?
Is
Griznok think that did not deny is double negative and confused.
That's all right.
Claudette is surprised the fact he knows what a double negative is. She did herself.
So, Griznok say, more food. We all eat. Food fight! And he holds up a pie.
This is about to get very interesting.
Jimmerly looks around, and he's like he's thinking food. He's thinking what he would eat, so he holds up his hammer with one hand, his giant maul.
He looks at the hammer. Oh. It puts the pie gently down on the table. Griznok not make mess.
You know, my daughter invented a sport where you throw pies and hit them with hammers.
Griznok looks very interested.
Really
Griznok want to hear more.
Of course. Should we walk and talk? I am very excited about a curse.
Oh, Griznok not go back there. Griznok got scared of trees. Ladies from trees came out and scared Griznok away. Sorry. Griznok not scared. Made Griznok run away. Make Griznok hungry for food. Griznok came visit Bro and Good Boy and Jimmerly.
Jimmerly.
And Cat Lady. Cat Lady friend.
Do you want me to drag him with us?
He's not gonna go.
That's why Jimmerly said drag. He only has 2 athletics. He probably couldn't do it.
Was there anything else that made you run away strategically?
Oh, hunger. Griznok know that Brad give best food in town. Brad food legendary. Griznok want Brad food.
Okay, that's fair.
See, Griznok fair. Jimmerly. Jimmerly. I'm gonna get someone to sing that as a Christmas carol. Just saying. If only knew a singer.
Like have you heard the song like Chim Chimney, Chim Chimney,
Exactly.
Chim Chimney?
Now I'm gonna need a Christmas theme, Jimmerly, for our,
It's your next ugly sweater.
Okay, Bubble.
Speaking
I'm
of-
Jimmerly an ugly sweater.
There will be an ugly sweater coming to gameric.com soon.
Oh, don't tell me that.
Oh yes.
Don't tell me that. Oh no.
It has a dragon and a campsite and everything.
Yes.
Oh yeah, that's so going on my Christmas list now. I'm
Yep.
just saying.
And for those who want to check it out, the Toivoa mouse pads are now available all the way out to the big full desk size one. So go check those out at gameric.com.
I need to check that out actually.
Shameless plugs.
I like big mouse pads.
All right. So,
Jimmerly will stand back up.
Mhm.
And then he'll kind of try to push the chair back together after he crushed most of it. And as he does so, he crushes.
And I cast mending on it.
oh, beat him to it.
Yeah, he crushes it, and then you cast mending on it, and he's like, "Oh, I should have done that." And he puts the chair back down.
Griznok think magic cheating.
I work better with metal, not wood.
Griznok work well with wood.
Those Grizznock now.
You look at Grizznock. Grizznock does not have any pieces of lumber or wooden handled anything on his person.
Everybody just kind of like looks at him. His eye sockets kind of squint a little bit,
Yes.
and he goes, "Probably shouldn't have said. Guess his name was Brad. By making a mess of his bar. Well, we're gonna go look at a curse. Is that what I heard?
Grizznock not go.
You don't have to go if you don't want to. That's all right.
Well, I'm pretty sure I'm dreaming here because I'm a dwarf, not a robot. So let's go on with it. Maybe I'll wake up and I won't be underground in a pile of sludge.
You know, my son was once turned into a dwarf.
What was his name?
Oh, his name was... Which son was that? Okay, his name was Neris.
Neris, okay. For the record, you're making lore now, and that's all going to go on the World Anvil site because I know Dan's going to watch this.
Well, Neris, he got himself into a little bit of trouble. He was not the black sheep, that was a different son, but he died. But he was brought back as a dwarf. It was wonderful. A lot of his siblings had a hard time with that. You know, it's very difficult when you have a family of elves and then one of them shows up and is a dwarf.
I wonder if that'd be like if I had a family of elves. Or a family. Huh.
I wonder what a family would be like.
I don't know either.
It's very different depending on what size you go for.
Well, I was really small, and I was hanging out with really big people. And, you know, it wasn't great. I'm thinking being the same size is probably best. Because there's this tall girl. I don't know why I'm talking in my dream, but there's this tall girl who's always freezing me. And I don't know how to put up with it.
You know, I have a daughter who is actually an ice queen.
Her name's not Brazanthria, is it?
No,
Oh,
no,
thank
it's
God.
Thanks. You need that connection.
just had to ask, you know.
Yeah.
I didn't want my dreams haunting me at that level. Ugh.
For those who don't know, Jimmerly on Sunday plays with Brazanthria Al-Mahir, and they don't mix well. The characters don't. The players do, absolutely, but the characters do not.
Well, I do want to hear the end of this before I wake up. 'Cause I'm gonna wake up.
Well, Grizznock say, have fun. Careful with tree ladies. Lucian say that there be many ghosts inside of Haunted Mansion.
Ghosts?
Ghosts.
Can we kill some ghosts?
ghosts? Haunted mansion? Oh, this curse just gets tastier. I say we go and look.
How do you eat a ghost?
Lucian Stain say no eat ghosts. Lucian say stay end dinner party. Don't know what that is. This be dinner.
As long as there is gold involved, I am all for it.
Grizznock looks at you. You take job. Grizznock give gold. And he puts a big sack of coins on the table.
Claudette begins to giggle, incessantly, and then she like looks at everybody, and then she gets her composure really quick, and is like, thank you for the payment. And she just
Not payment, loot.
You looted it already?
No, Grizznock not play musical instruments.
Salute.
For the record, I have spent the last 3 days talking as Grizznock in my studio. So just saying, Grizznock is stuck deep in here now.
I'm sure your daughter loves that.
Oh, my whole family
It's
loves
like-
it. Yeah.
Ultimate dad joke puns.
Oh, yes. Grizznock happy.
Claudette looks at him and she's like, Oh, you already got the treasure, I mean.
Oh, Grisnock got treasure before coming. Lucian Stain knows that Grisnock always get lost getting paid.
Claudette is having a really hard time wrapping her head around that comment right there.
Asking everybody else at the table. Lucian Claude is that his name?
Lucian Stain, and I will type that into Roll20 for you guys.
You did his art too.
Yes. I can put him on the screen for you guys because he's not here, but just for visual reference, we will allow our lovely guest to see Lucian Stain because this will jog her memory.
That guy. Yes, I remember him.
This is Grisnock's boss.
Would we know who this is? Like, just being in this area? Like,
Let's roll your
would we know
history
who
check.
that is?
Your history check, please. Ambrosia.
Do you want me to roll on the app or do you want me to roll
Doesn't matter.
physical?
Doesn't matter. Whatever you're more comfortable with. There are new dice that are coming out called Pixels that have Bluetooth connection that allow you to roll directly into the app with real dice.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yes.
Okay, so history is my thing. So I rolled a 14 plus 6.
Okay. So 14 plus 6. I have to turn you down apparently. Just give me just a second here. You're fine. You don't need to change anything. All good. I fixed it.
You can't turn down a 20.
No. Turn down for what? Anyway. With a 20, you remember Lucian Stain. He's the leader of the Lost Lore Company, a rival adventuring guild based out of Malaja Rock, far to the southeast. And we'll bring up the map to show you guys. So, here we go. We'll bring up the map. And you are currently here in Nausea. And if you zoom way out at the bottom right-hand corner, you will find Utherg and Malaja Rock. Far bottom right corner. So that's where the Lost Lore Company is based out of. And what has been going on recently is that the Lost Lore Company has not had any jobs because the Launchers Consortium has not had any jobs because the Lost Lore Company has been coming in and taking them all, making contacts here in town and doing the jobs before the consortium can. And so all of you are a little bit down on your luck and needing employment because people like Grisnock have come in and taken all the gigs.
All right.
So the rival adventuring company has been taking all the jobs, and Grisnock apparently was sent here, picked up a job, went to go do it, got run off by some tree women, and has come here for food as per his note, because he covered up the do not on the note. So
Well,
that's what you're able to gather based off of your history and insight.
I relay said information to probably Jim.
Jim's
'Cause
like,
you're sitting next to me. We just fixed your chair simultaneously. So
Jim really goes, this, I'm pretty sure this is a dream anyway. I don't even know who the Longstretch Consortium is. I just got into town, it's been underground for a while. Wait, I woke up in town. You know what? I'm not sure how I got here. Let's be real. But, I guess if they're paying, we should probably go take care of it.
my thoughts exactly.
Yep. Let's go.
And I start walking out the door.
Okay. Awesome.
I pick up. Claudette picks up the bag of loot and distributes it accordingly because she knows that being hard on your luck is not fun, and so she distributes the loot.
Awesome.
evenly.
So you each will gain 1,000 gold pieces, 4 potions of healing, and there is 1 +1 dagger. the +1 dagger has bits of meat on the ends of it. Based off of your insight, he has used this as a toothpick. He is going to be mighty disappointed with the fact that he has lost his toothpick.
I mean, if
All right.
anybody else needs this, go for it. This +1 dagger. Right.
Goodbye is eyeing the meat on the dagger.
Since Claudette, does Claudette see him eyeing the meat on the dagger?
I guess he's
He's not
pretty
trying to hide
obvious
it.
about it. Yeah.
Hide it? Okay. With that, Claudette looks at Good Boy and says, "Here you go, my friend.
Thank
A
you.
little snack for the way."
He looks it clean and hands the dagger back.
Okay.
Oh no, I insist. You keep it. You keep it. It's been in too many mouths for her opinion.
All right. So the day is a little bit on the overcast side, and it is approaching dusk. Are you guys ready to head out towards the house?
The witching hour. I'm ready.
What's the witching hour? I'm not familiar with that term.
It's when the sun starts to go down and the magic starts to happen. The mischief and the frights, the spooks, the tricks, the treats. It's the witching hour. Best hour of the day.
It must always be the witching hour in our crew then. Ugh. Jim really kind of grunts as he's walking behind you.
Where I grew up, it was the witching hour at every single hour of the day.
Yeah, no, I feel that. I'm very glad you're happy about it. Maybe this is actually a nightmare, not a dream. Ugh. He really kind of grunts. He's just slowly plodding behind you still, and he's just definitely putting on the grumpy old man who isn't happy about anything, life.
You remind me of one of my sons. He groaned just like that.
What happened to him?
Oh, that one, he got married to... What was her name? Well, she lives in the... what's that plane of existence where nothing makes sense?
Pharaoh?
Limbo.
Limbo? Huh.
He married a woman who lives in limbo, and I've heard it's unkind to call her an alien. But I think she's an alien.
I don't know what limbo or aliens are, but it doesn't sound great, so I hope I don't turn out like your son.
He
Well-
sends me strange objects through the mail sometimes.
There's mail there?
Oh no, there's mail here. There's not mail there. I have no idea how he gets it to me, but he's a dutiful son. He tries.
What's his name?
His name is Peral.
Okay. We have lore hounds in the group. All three of the other players are absolute lore nuts. And if you've not seen Kevin Von Sin's lore wall, it's a thing. It was a thing, I should say. Rest in peace,
It's
lore
about
wall.
to be a thing again. I'm just saying.
Mhm.
With all the going on from other campaigns, yes,
Yeah.
it's going to be a thing.
You
Much
almost
to my
needed
husband's friend.
you almost needed to understand what's going on.
Yeah. For Bubble's benefit, all of my campaigns are interconnected and all live at the same time. So that's 6 campaigns that someone might show up in another campaign at any time.
Wow.
And
That's a
that's what's going on right now as well, is this is interconnected with those 6 campaigns.
So
how
Jim,
fun. I wonder what I can do to it.
You can do all sorts of things that already have.
yeah, Jim Rowley is a character on Sunday morning. And that's his new art in this and coming through. So he thinks he's having some sort of weird nightmare, but he also has a time wizard with him, so this could actually be real. And he has no idea and probably never will.
We get to blame Mortsu said for this, right, Jim?
Yeah, exactly. And then my Monday night character, the guy with the punchable face, who you made the little mayor banner for, which Eric loved, by the way.
Yes.
He shows up a lot too, and makes everyone hate him, and it's so great.
Yeah, in fact, if you look up in the sky right now, there's a message. And the message is written in the clouds. And the message is, Aimer will be back in town soon, accepting date applications.
That's up there with the whole Snapchat kind of QR code.
For the record, this is a skywriting spell that Aimer has.
He gave it to Ronaldus Basil, who then puts messages up for him while he's gone.
Yes.
Why does it not surprise me that they're in cahoots about this? Okay.
Uh-huh.
Also, why have I never used Skywrite to just advertise in D&D?
I don't know, but let me tell you, it's the greatest thing ever. We've actually almost caused wars between campaigns because of this wand.
Yeah, and the person that he gave the wand to is Ronaldus Basil.
The dude we want to punch in the face.
Yep.
Was he who fell in the water and I thought he had drowned?
Yes. During the last one shot.
He's still alive.
He's still alive and kicking, despite people's best efforts. They keep saving him.
Yeah, no, Aimer's still. I, as a player, regret that, but my character wouldn't have done it. I had the biggest opportunity to kill him and didn't, because I still gotta stay true to my character.
Ronaldus Basil is the most likely to die of all my characters, and he keeps getting saved by the players. I don't know why.
Aimer's not evil, that's why.
Exactly. Anyway. So, you guys ready to head out?
We are ready.
Cool. At the discussion of the witching hour, as you head out of town, you head over to Hackhart Way, and you find a nasty-looking house.
It's a little bit of a fixer-upper.
So happy.
I mean, just a little elbow grease and some love. You could have a very happy home.
I wonder if Mordrax lives in here. It seems like a house he'd live in.
Somewhere, a disgusting kobold goes, I don't see pasties.
Oh, God. Did I really leave Akaru? Where are we again?
We're at 50 number Hackhart Way.
Number Hackhart Way, because Good Boy doesn't remember the note.
It's 46.
I guess
Big number Hackhart Way.
And this house is haunted. The house doesn't look anything that crazy big. There's not even that many trees. Where are these tree ladies hiding?
Well, let's find out. Are you guys going to approach?
There are usually spells that happen about now so that we don't get ambushed.
Mm-hmm.
So let's see.
Unfortunately, looking at your spell list, based off of the character sheet that I see, you have Create Bonfire and Guidance.
Those are both useful.
Mage Armor may be a good one to cast as well.
Yes. I cast Mage Armor on myself.
Sure.
Wow. And then I am going to cast Guidance on Jim.
Okay.
And be like, you've got this. I believe in you.
Good Boy's going to scratch one of his old scars and draw a little magical symbol in the air over his crossbow. And it will start glowing bright light. And he winces because he rolled max damage on the damage that
Someone made a blood hunter.
All right, so this is 20 feet of bright light, 20 feet of dim.
Just bright.
Okay. Awesome. And does anyone have dark vision that I need to know about?
60.
Okay.
Jamorley will cast light on his hammer.
Okay.
Because much like the actual character, he does not have dark vision, but he has light on his hammer.
Claudette, you said you have dark vision as well up to 60 feet? And Jimmerly's got the light hammer. Understood.
And he'll cast protection from protection from women and giants. Yeah, stay in character here.
Giant. Love it. And then Claudette will cast Bless on Jim, Bubble, and yeah, let's just go good boy. Yeah.
Okay. Awesome.
Bless.
Cool. So the three of you are blessed. And we're going to put you guys on the battle map here. You'll find yourselves at the top center-ish of the map. You may need to zoom out significantly to find yourselves.
Can I start sniffing for signs of undead fey fiends?
Of course. How are you sniffing? Just perception? Or are you magically sniffing?
Just perception.
Okay. Please roll your perception check. The 23. The
Wow.
trees near you, here and over here, have forms of life in them. Or should I say, unlife.
Undead in the trees. Can we kill them?
And that's... You guys are currently undetected by them, but we can roll initiative if you'd like.
Goodboy is raising his crossbow, asking for permission to shoot the undead in the trees.
I feel like that would be fine. Are you okay with
Go ahead. I don't see them anyway. Ghosts aren't real.
Okay, he's gonna let off a crossbow bolt.
So, you get your surprise action. Let's do your one attack, please. Good boy. And which one are we shooting at?
Go the left one.
Understood. Over here. And with a 26, you will easily hit that one and pierce it.
And forget to roll damage.
Okay. Dealing 12 damage. Excellent.
+3 radiant. And is it undead? Or
It
fey,
is a
undead.
fae, technically, but it is an undead fae. So, yes,
Undead?
we'll count it as an undead.
Then 3 more. So,
Understood. Got it. As you've removed half of its health, I need everyone to please roll for initiative.
So I'm getting the first nat 1 out of the way today. just
Sure.
saying.
I made my first test roll to 20, so that'll burn all of my luck for the rest of this.
Awesome.
Yeah, this rings so true for us against gods.
Indeed. And Ambrosia, what did you get for your initiative?
So I
A 12?
I
Awesome.
rolled a 12 and I have +0 to my initiative, so I just kind of typed it in.
Perfect. Saved me the trouble. I got a 10. So, good boy, you are top of the order after making your initial attack with surprise. What would you like to do?
I'd like to attack again.
$22 will pierce the undead dryad, dealing 11 plus 5 for a total of 16 damage. She screams in agony.
If the party has known Goodboy for any amount of time, they would know by now that he has a rabid hatred for the undead.
Okay,
So, for context. Well, he's just attacking on sight.
cool. Anything else, sir?
As a bonus action, I'd like to attack again using crossbow expert.
Okay.
I like your build.
With a 16, you do hit just barely. dealing 9 damage, which will kill her.
Ooh, rogue blood hunter, huh?
Excellent. As she crumbles into a pile of molding leaves, she falls apart. Anything else, good boy?
I'll just take some distance. That's my turn.
Cool. As you get over there, you smell another undead in the trees over here. So just heads up over there.
Ah. Grisnak said 3 women, right?
She said tree women, not 3. All right. So after good boy, we go to Ambrosia Dora Whippleberry Fink, which I am going to say as many times as possible.
Fantastic. So do we also know that there are people in the trees, like afar off?
You were told by good boy that there are undead in the trees.
Okay, then I am going to cast create bonfire
Okay.
on the trees over
All
there.
Sure. The dry tree ignites. Right. Weird.
So that's a 5-foot cube.
Oh no, it's not. Not after you light up these trees. These trees are dry, and it's going to be engulfed in flames. All right. So, we're going to ignite some trees. So, which trees did you want to ignite? Left or right?
No, you're on them.
Okay, that tree over there? Awesome.
Yep.
So, you ignited that tree with a bonfire, so we're going to go ahead and do that.
Now sit down.
We are going to start a fire. And unlike the song, Ambrosia did start the fire. All right.
That dryad's on fire.
For some reason, I can't get to the dryad. Second. All right. Cool. I think I got it. Anyway. All right. So I need you to roll your damage for create bonfire. And create bonfire does how much damage here? 2d6?
It says on mine that it is 2d8.
2d8. Yes, please.
Okay, that is 10.
10 damage. Awesome. As she burns in the trees, she's screaming in pain and agony as her wooden form begins to combust.
Oh, that was effective.
Anything else, Ambrosia Dora Whippleberry Fink?
I have never set my pies on fire. They are always perfect.
Well, that's the more important part.
Okay. Awesome. So, anything else? Any movement?
Stay here. That's all right. You know, these old bones. I'll just stay here.
Understood. It becomes their turn. The dryad is going to leave the tree and move next to Jimmerly. As she does so, she takes her burning form out of the fire, and she's going to... Gosh, I can't afford to pat myself free because you guys are hitting so dang hard. So we are going to start by doing my bonus action, which is a Fey Charm. And I need you guys to please roll wisdom saving throws of a DC 14 or be magically charmed by the flaming dryad.
I get to roll advantage because I'm also a fae. I know what you're doing, girl.
Mm-hmm.
Calm it down.
Well, here's the image that comes with the character, just saying. Calming it down is not in her nature. So, good boy, you would be charmed. Jimmerly, Claudette are not charmed. What did you get for your saving throw, Ambrosia Dora Whippleberry Fink?
20.
Okay, you are not charmed either. But good
Yeah.
boy is charmed by this fey person And then she will take a tree limb and club Jimmerly over the head with it with disadvantage. A 10 will miss.
It just clangs against Jim Rolly and falls apart, and he just kind of looks at her like he still doesn't understand what's going on, and he doesn't understand like why she would hit him with such a feeble branch.
All right. Yeah. Then I'm going to tree stride to here before walking over to you, and we are going to try to club Miss Ambrosia Dora Whippleberry Fink. Whap! And with a 9, I will miss Ambrosia Dora Whippleberry Fink.
He's going to look at it. Ooh, no, that was not nice. We don't hit.
She doesn't hit either, just saying.
Jimmerly's like, oh, we don't? Well, I do. And he is going to, with his warhammer, aim, just try to hit her right in the chest.
Okay. And with a 27, you will hit.
And that will do 11 points of damage because I rolled pretty bad on most of my stuff.
Understood. Got it.
So, yeah, that'll be 11. And do I have a bonus action? Does this character actually have bonus actions? I do, but I don't think any I really want to use right now.
Okay.
Yeah, that'll be it.
Awesome. Cool. After Jimmerly, we go to Claudette.
Claudette points at this one as she ducks around Jimmerly and says, "Let's light up your life just a bit." And she casts, hopefully maybe hitting,
Okay.
Starry Wisp.
That was the one next to Jimmerly?
This one, right?
Yes. Got it. Cool. So on that one, you will hit, dealing 8 radiant damage. And she is now lit up.
Beautiful. And she uses her bonus action to hide behind Jimmerly
Okay.
more.
Awesome. After Claudette, we go to Good Boy, who is currently charmed by this one. You consider her to be your best friend.
Wording of the charm.
I'm sorry?
Sorry, yeah, what is the wording of the charm?
The wording of the charm for the Dryad is you are magically charmed. The creature regards the Dryad as a trusted friend to be heeded and protected. Although the target isn't under the Dryad's control, it takes the Dryad's requests or actions in the most favorable way it can. And the Dryad's
Alrighty
going
then.
to look at you and go, "They're hurting me."
Stop it. And he's going to shoot at Claudette.
Okay. As Good Boy turns the crossbow upon Claudette. 24 to hit you, Claudette, for 11 piercing damage.
That really hurt.
What are you doing, little boy?
+4 radiant, and I'm guessing Claudette is not undead.
She is not undead yet.
Second attack.
I heard that. I heard that. Yeah. All right. So, total 15 damage dealt to you so far, Claudette.
He thinks his whole party's being mean, so he's going to shoot one of them each, I think.
Understood. Who's the
Try to
next
smack their
person?
noses and stop them from attacking my friend.
All right.
Jim Rolly's next.
Jim Millie's next. Cool.
I will re-roll that one using my Piercer feat.
Okay.
Oh, the damage? You're not going to hit anyway. I'll cast shield.
Ah, nice.
So he
I
sits
have
across the
bless.
boat coming, and he kind of lifts an arm to kind of bat it away.
I have Bless up.
With the bless that will hit on time, so I will take the whatever you re-rolling there.
That'll be 11 piercing.
Alright.
And 6 radiant. And the bonus action attack will go to Ambrosia.
I know that build.
Okay. Cool.
With 6 radiant, if that hits.
And that's shooting at Ambrosia.
What did you roll?
13 piercing damage and 6 radiant damage and a 20 to hit.
Yep, 20 to hit your AC of
Now
13.
You hit me. You
Sorry.
hit me.
Everyone
So
stop
that's
fighting.
16
This is
damage
really
in
mean.
total. Is that right? 16 in total?
19 in total.
God, is this how people in the battle royale felt against me, Eric?
Yes, sir.
I am going to use my reaction. I turn invisible and teleport 60 feet away.
Okay. Where would you like to go?
Where is 60 feet away?
60 feet away from where you're at currently. This is the fun part. Because you are currently there. 60 feet is... Actually, let me do the circle so you can just choose anywhere inside the circle. So 60-foot circle is that big. Anywhere inside there.
Let's go here.
Okay. Awesome. Sweet.
And do I get to save against the charm?
Yes, you do.
Thank you. Oh dear.
You are still charmed.
I
Awesome.
guess I'm gonna throw my body in between. Jim
I'm
and
also still invisible. Sorry.
Yes, ma'am. All right.
the... Hands off, big man.
All right, Claudette, if you take damage and refresh it, it should fix your health now. All right. So, after Good Boy, we go to Ambrosiador Whippleberry Fink.
Okay. I am going to cast Chill Touch
Okay,
on that damaged one over there.
this one here, got it?
Yes. I'm going to... Oh, no, that's a bad idea. Necrotic damage? Mm-mm. I feel like they're undead. So I'm going to create Bonfire again on the other 3, or maybe can I, like... It's a 5-foot cube, and I see that there are 2 dryads right there, like, kind of next to each other. Can a 5-foot cube hit them?
No, 5-foot cube just means one space. So the same space that you're in is a 5-foot cube. So we can put it under one of them. Which one would you like to put it under?
I want to put it under the one that is currently damaged.
Understood. Got it. Cool. And
Let's see. It's 2d8.
yes, ma'am.
She makes a dexterity saving throw.
Okay, we can do that. The dexterity saving throw for the Dryad is going to be there. And with an 8, she fails.
Okay. That is 14 damage.
Understood. So let me get this out of the way here. Something. There we go. So 14 damage as she burns to death. The leaves and ash dissipate, and Good Boy is no longer charmed.
Thank you.
I'm no longer invisible,
Correct.
but that's okay.
All right. Anything else? No.
I'll move, I guess, a little closer so that we're still kind of near each other.
You don't want to split the party big time? Oh.
To be able to get to safety if I get targeted by multiple
Why would that
assailants.
happen?
Maybe because I'm the one setting fire to the forest.
Maybe so.
Just maybe. A little bit.
Just guessing.
All right. So this woman here looks at the situation. We're going to choose where she's going. And she's not going to choose Good Boy. So we're going to go after Jimmerly, which is a mistake on her part. But she's going to think she's flanking. She's not. And thus she's going to attack Jimmerly with that club. Whack. A 16 to bludgeon you, sir.
Jimmerly's AC is currently 28.
Understood. That's right.
Ooh.
Uh,
28.
It is obliterate because he has shield up. So it
Yeah.
just
How is that possible?
Oh, that's
Warforged-
Joe.
Yeah, well, I'm a Warforged with plate mail and a +2 shield. I put all my money to a +2 shield.
Man. Wow.
You have your tank.
I made a tank cleric. Yeah. It was either a paladin or a cleric I was gonna play. Either one was gonna be tanky.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of who Jim Rowley is. Just kind of went with went for funsies.
Yeah, on Mondays, I have to roll above a 30 to hit the players on Thursday.
Yeah. Gamer is ridiculous.
Sometimes it happens.
It does.
It does, and it hurts.
It hurts big time when it hits.
Yeah.
All right.
Jim Roy will look at her and go, "This is how you hit with a hammer," and just wallop her.
Okay.
Actually, I'll just go ahead and I will go to get flanking. $24 for 18.
Understood.
And just so you know, it's bludgeoning with radiant and force.
Okay.
So,
Yep, she's not resistant to any of that.
Yeah. So Jim Roy will just whack her there. And then, for funsies, while we're here, I'll use my bonus action and I will cast a spell. We will cast Spiritual Hammer.
Oh, that's not necessary.
At the 2nd level.
That's excessive.
I mean, that is Jimmy.
I understand.
And we'll pop a hammer just right next to him here.
Understood.
And the spiritual weapon will take an attack, which actually has a higher to hit than Jimmy does.
Yes, sir.
16
And you'll
hit
bludgeon her.
for 12 force damage.
Oh. Got it.
And we'll say that it's hammer time. That'll be my turn.
Indeed. Does he do the dance?
Yeah, I think he does a little bit now. Now that he's taller and can actually has legs of a decent size,
Mhm.
he does the dance a little bit.
Understood. Cool. Claudette, what would you do?
Well, since she knows that she can't move away without being attacked, she is going to pull out her rapier and say "en garde," and then proceed to stab
Okay.
the or she
You do have advantage, so please re-roll that. Because you got a 10 on the first swing. And the second thrust will miss, unfortunately, as the rapier bends and flexes against her thick skin.
Do you have quests?
Nope, she did not get
no,
blessed.
I gave that to everybody else. Can I do something cool? 'Cause
What's
I
that?
do have the ability for 2-weapon fighting. Can she use her claws instead?
I'm cool with that.
Okay.
So, your unarmed strike, or claws, I should say, will be a critical strike. Awesome. And that's going to deal, so 1d6 minus 1. So that would be 5 plus 3, so a total of 8. As you rake into the wood like a good cat.
I've got to sharpen my claws from time to time. And she's going to stay right where she is, so there's additional flanking.
Understood. The good boy.
Good boy's gonna start hitting himself and saying, "Tricksy tree woman made good boy bad boy again." And he's gonna use that rage to shoot this tree woman.
Okay. And with the 15, you will miss. You do have bless, and so that will hit. And you will kill her. And she will dissolve into leaves and ash. All right.
And then he will
Oh,
step
look,
away
she
from the
dissolved
bushfire.
We can
Oh,
exit
look, she
initiative for the
dissolved
moment.
into leaves.
Got one job on this ship. Gotta get those in, even if it's not your campaign, huh?
Oh, for sure. That is part of the experience.
For it is an in-joke for those who don't know. If you've watched Galaxy Quest, Sigourney Weaver has one job on the starship. And whenever people repeat me in the games, I always go, it's one job on this ship.
That's so long since I've seen that movie.
I love that movie so much. I have it on DVD, like old school one. I should put it on a VHS just to say it. Anyway, what would you guys like to do?
Jim Roy is kind of
Guidance on Jim again,
Okay.
and repeat, "You've got this. I believe in you."
what are we doing? I walked up to see what was going on up here.
Oh, we're going in the house.
Oh, are we? Should I knock?
Would be, polite to knock, but it's up to you. You know, considering the things that just jumped out at us are not exactly friendly.
That seems to be a trend usually, as for whatever reason. I'm gonna knock. So Jim will come up and he'll knock on the door like a civilized.
As your hand reaches up to knock on the door, fingers reach out and flow towards your hand and attempt to possess you. Unfortunately for them, you have protection from women and giants. And so the ghost in the door does not possess you. And let's roll for initiative.
That was really rude. I came here like a proper civilized person, and you gotta act like this?
The ghost does not respond and instead looks at you balefully.
Is Elven ghost?
I'm sorry?
The ghost looks like he's got pointy ears.
He
Is
does
that an
have-
elven ghost?
He is an elven ghost, yes.
Do I recognize him?
Ooh. I don't think so. I don't know why you would. I don't think so. I think we're going to say no on this one.
Okay.
You won't recognize him when Drew is done with them.
Yeah. And the ghost's initiative is here as another 10. That's convenient. All right. Jimmerly, the ghost has attempted to possess you.
Jim Rowley goes, I'm pretty sure that's illegal in this town. We're gonna take you in, buddy. And I'll bonus action to move my spiritual hammer here, and it will make its attack.
Okay. You will hit.
For 11 force.
Got it.
And for my main action, I will hit it with my hammer
Okay. A 17 will hit.
for 19 points of damage.
Understood. Anything else, sir?
No, that'll be it.
All right. Cool. After Jimmerly, we go to Ambrosia Door or Whipberry Fink. Man, that's getting easier to say.
I am going to cast Toll the Dead.
Okay.
Wait, does that do necrotic as well? Oh, okay, hang on. I can't do that.
You can do it. It just won't do anything.
Hey, you know what? We're just gonna be classic about it. Eldritch Blast.
Okay.
That's a classic and a good
I
one.
know, and it's force damage. Okay,
Yes, ma'am.
and this one's a roll to hit.
Okay.
Okay, that is an 18 plus 6.
Easily hits with the 24.
Woohoo! Okay, now we're gonna do the D10. That is 6 damage to this guy, and my Eldritch Blast looks like an ethereal jack-o'-lantern coalescing out into like orange smoke and rushing them.
Awesome. I love that.
That's terrifying.
Someone saw Sleepy Hollow, the Disney thing. That was an evil laugh.
Call me Ichabod Crane, because I'm gonna take your head.
Awesome.
My favorites.
Anything else in Ambrosia Door or Whippleberry Fink?
Here, I'm good.
Okay.
No way.
Good boy.
That's me.
Yes, it is.
I'm going to shoot it with a crossbow.
Okay. With the 17, you will hit the ghost, dealing 9 piercing damage. Because you have a magical crossbow. Plus 5. Total of 14.
Assuming it's undead.
It is an undead ghost.
Thank you.
Seems redundant, but yes.
For my next shot, I'm going to try a sharpshooter on that.
Okay. Reducing your to hit by 5. You got a 30 to hit, minus 5 is 25. Yes, you hit the AC of 11. You will deal 19 piercing damage.
See, 30s happen.
They do happen.
Plus 7 radiant.
Got it. The ghost has
Not
4 hit points.
We probably won't try to sharpshooter this one then.
Okay.
The bonus action. Crossbow.
And that will hit and dissipate the ghost as the crossbow bolt impales itself on the door.
You just see Claudette just clap, do kind of that golf clap for everybody because she feels so incredibly useless right now.
Well, that ghost didn't even exist for 6 seconds in our presence. So to you, it was like, poof, no ghost.
All I know is that people in this house are very rude. I knocked very
Very.
politely and they act like this, and that is not how we create a functional society. And Jim Roy will knock on the door again.
There will be no response.
Well, I guess that was the homeowner, and they're now redeceased. So we'll call this eminent domain. And Jimmy will attempt to open the door.
For those who don't know, Jim Lee, he is basically a judge.
He's like a judge lawyer character.
Yes.
Kind of very loosely based off a lawyer in Texas who is more comical than law-based, in my opinion. And so,
Thank you for saving me from lawsuits.
yeah.
Um,
Listen.
for those who don't know, and this is not any libel or anything mean, but there's a lawyer by the name of Jim Adler. The Texas Hammer is his self-proclaimed moniker. And he does all of his commercials with a sledgehammer. And Jim Lee is an homage to this character.
Yes. Very much so. And so, Jimmy's trying to open the door.
Okay.
Oh, okay. It wouldn't let me open it because my token was there. I'd
Understood.
be like, hello? I'm gonna guess my spiritual. I'm gonna guess my spiritual hammer's gone. Only lasts a minute.
Okay.
So.
I got
It
it.
sounds like somebody needs some tea.
Go away.
I'm
Do you
sorry.
have something in your throat?
Listen to what she says.
Purple. Sorry.
All the time. You just need some tea and just really get it down there. Just really deep in your throat. Just kind of clear.
Are we a tea delivery service then? If
I'd
so-
love to deliver some tea. There's some wonderful ginger hibiscus that I gave to my youngest. It saved her life, I think.
That's
okay.
not what my sister and I talked about. We always talked about spilling the tea.
Well, either
Oh,
way,
yeah.
I think that's an excuse to go inside. Jim Malone says he walks inside.
I said go away. And that's when we're going to engage in combat. We don't need to roll initiative again. We'll just keep the same ones.
Yeah.
Generally, at the end of the hall, you see 2 points of red light. And I'm going to send you an image. Only you, sir. Here we go. So this to Jimmerly. There you go, sir. Enjoy that.
Why does that seem familiar to me?
Uh,
I mean, to me as Joe, not to Jimmerly.
I don't know. I haven't used these before.
Okay, I think it looks similar to one of the other ones. But it really goes, huh? Did you call for the tea?
Oh
Would you like some tea?
no!
Are we here for anything else besides tea, guys?
Curse?
Oh, are you cursed?
Yes.
Well, would you like some help with that?
Go away.
I asked you a yes or no question. That was not one of the predetermined answers.
Go away.
I'm gonna say he said yes. So I'm gonna try to help you out here. And Jimmy will.
Unwanted helping. Understood.
He doesn't know. I mean, like he said yes or no. He was not given yes or no. He's pretty literal. And you know, this is a one-shot, so this is where we use all our spell slots for fun, right?
That's up to you.
I will. Let's see. What is the? It's a 15-foot area. Because everyone loves 15-foot radiuses, you know. I will cast.
Yeah.
Spirit Guardians.
Oh crap.
10, 15, 20, 25. I'll just stand here and be like, I'm here to help. Is it, will, you know, let's see. It's a start of their turn, right?
Correct.
Yeah, so it'll be radiant damage since it's a Jimmerly.
Understood.
He'll be there with his R out and be like, we're here to help, either with a T or a curse. You know, I'm really not certain anymore. And, and my turn there.
So those of you who can see through the door can see him currently engaged in a discussion with this kind of creature. In Roll20, you'll see the image.
Yeah, that's not ominous.
All right.
Is there a way to have the battle map and Roll20 open at the same time?
If you hit the battle map and Roll20 or battle map and D&D Beyond, I would tile the windows, and I forgot how to tile the windows. Do you remember, Joe?
No, I always struggle when I use my laptop.
Yeah, if you make each of them half size, it should fit on the window.
Okay, because I can only see the battle map, and I cannot see any of the other things you put up.
If you just look at the battle map and just open that up with the chat window there, just maximize that window. I've got your character sheet open. I'll just ask you to roll things when you're ready, and we'll do that, if that's cool. Or you can hit Alt-Tab on the laptop, and it will allow you to change windows easily. Because touchpads suck.
I played from my phone that one time, if you remember, Eric.
I do remember, and it sucked.
It did.
Tablets suck just as much.
Yep. All right, so after Jimmerly, Ambrosia, what would you do?
I'm gonna... If he's having a conversation, I'm gonna go inside.
Okay.
Go inside.
You also see around him, he is like, his eyes are glowing, and there's just a bright yellow aura around him. It's almost golden, and then there's just swirling hammers throughout it.
Oh. Hello.
Away.
Seem upset. Would you like to talk about something?
Go away.
Did you bring the tea?
Do I know anything? Like, do I know anything about creatures like this?
Let's roll your religion check and find out.
Is this history, insight?
Religion.
Religion. Whoa! Religion? These are religious creatures?
These are undead, therefore they are related to religion, yes.
That right there is a 7.
You do not know what this is.
Imagine that. Yeah, I have no clue.
What, Ambrosia Dora Whippleberry Fig does not know her undead? That's surprising.
Well, not if it's religious.
If you'd like to roll history, I'll let you roll history. There's a chance you might have engaged with one of these. I'm
I
fine
mean-
with that.
12.
You do not know what this is. We
Someone
tried.
who needs tea. Did you bring the
It's been a
tea?
long time since I've been to college. I need to brush up on my books.
Little secret, guys. Bubblelazer does all of that art using a touchpad.
No,
She's sitting there going,
just with my fingers.
I would be so impressed. Just saying.
It's MS Paint. You don't know it,
Oh,
but
gotcha.
it's MS Paint.
Understood. Understood. No, you're good. Anything else?
I think I'll just keep moving into the room.
Sure. Cool.
Approach slowly.
Sure. There are paintings on the walls that look like they are watching you. They
Ooh.
might be. That doesn't unnerve you, though, does it?
No.
Of course
Oh,
not.
this is great.
It's normal. Good boy.
Oh no, this is definitely not normal, but this is exactly what I wanted from my sabbatical.
I'm glad. Good boy.
Good boy's gonna walk inside, and try to recall what this is,
Okay.
which he has advantage on if it is a fiend fair undead.
Okay. Oh, Ambrosia, Dora, Whippleberry Fig, you've been granted inspiration by the Twitch chat.
Thanks.
Yep.
A 14.
A 14. You do
Because
not know
Good
what
Boy's
this
not
is
very
either.
smart.
Nope.
Are you undead?
Get out!
I
Can
think he's just
only
really
say one
thirsty.
thing.
Okay, I'm going to dash and get out.
Okay.
Oh, buddy.
He is a good boy. I
And my
mean,
ears drop down very low, and my tail.
Buddy.
Oh.
Such a bean.
That's
I
my
love
turn.
him so much. Oh, man. Claudette!
Yo.
Unlike you, Good Boy follows instructions.
I am only here to help. So she walks up and steps inside. And she pulls out her water skin and says, I have some catnip tea if you would like some.
Get
Because she-
out!
You really should have some catnip tea. if you
Get
would."
out!
And she steps forward and sees it, tries to figure out what this thing is.
Okay. Roll your history or religion check.
Can I help her?
No, that would be the help action. Nice
I'm
try.
supposed to be, I am proficient, so no, that's it. I
Yep.
don't have advantage on it. I mean, I'm proficient, just not.
Right, you rolled a 2 on a +6.
But it stinks. It's terrible. I'm
I'm
changing my
s-
dice.
Fine, you can change your dice.
Goes to dice jail.
Fine, I'll keep my secrets. You see what I have to deal with? Everybody wants to know all my secrets. You're not gonna get me Lucky Charms. Anything else, Claudette?
She's going to hold her action, and still holding up the water skin of catnip tea,
Uh-huh.
but she holds her action for if and when this thing does anything hostile.
Okay. Cool. It becomes its turn, which means that it's going to need to make a wisdom saving throw.
DC 17 wisdom saving throw.
It fails and suffers how much radiant damage?
He will suffer 9 radiant damage.
9. Understood. As it is currently affected by your spirit guardians, it's going to look at you and it's going to choose 2 targets within 60 feet of it that it can see, which means not good boy. And so we're going to choose targets. 2d3. Targets 1 and 2. We always go top down, left to right. So that's going to be Claudette and Ambrosiador and Whippleberry Fink. We're going to utter whispers of violence. The Shemsheim chooses up to 2 creatures it can see within 60 feet of it. Each target must succeed on a wisdom saving throw of DC 13.
Well, is this a spell, Eric?
It is not. This is a spell-like ability. It's just whispering.
It's
Hit each other, hit each other, hit each other, hit each other. Nope, this is not a charm.
23.
I don't even
You
have
got a
charms
23? Awesome. You were not affected. Claudette? With the 20, you are also not affected. It will then reach out as it steps forward towards Jimmerly, and it will do 1 maddening touch. And critically fail.
It will attempt to. Oh, you do want tea? I'm sorry. She has it. I keep telling you. We're here to serve the tea.
Because it didn't. Because it acted.
Aggressively?
Yeah, aggressively. Does my Does my action go off?
It does, if you choose to use it.
I would love to use it. Because she sees that it is all wispy and all the things. She just points at it and says, "You really need to get the grip."
Get
And
out!
casts-
Stop talking and get out!
She casts vicious mockery.
No, dang. Alright, so, Vicious Mockery. And that is a Wisdom saving throw, correct?
Yes, of an 18.
Understood. I got an 11. So I will suffer 4 psychic damage. And have disadvantage on my next attack roll. Alright. Jimmerly.
Jimmerly. Well, I guess. I'll tell you a bonus action. That's actually kind of nice. Ooh, I'll try it's not spells, but when was the last? Oh, this lasts for an hour. Ooh, okay.
Okay.
I will, as my action, I will hit it with my hammer,
Okay.
just like Sunday.
I'm just gonna put vicious mockery up there just to make it easier for everybody. Sorry.
Thank you.
It's a 21 hit.
A 21 does hit. Yes, sir.
You will take 15 points of various damages, since I deal in various damages.
Okay.
And then, as my bonus action, I will channel my divinity.
Okay.
And what that does is I'm going to give myself a spell shield. I get temporary hit points equal to 1d10 plus 8. So I get, of course I roll 9. I get 9 temporary hit points. And while I have temporary HP, I get a spell shield that gives me resistance to damage from spells and advantage on saving throws against spells.
Okay. Gotcha. Anything else, sir?
No, that'll be my turn.
Ambrosiador, Whippleberry Fink, what would you like to do?
But you use the whole thing every time.
Heck yeah!
I am going
I'm using their whole names every time.
Eldritch Blast. Rawr.
All right.
Okay, that is a 22 to hit.
Okay.
And that is 6 damage.
6 damage. Got it. All right. As the pumpkin bombs go forward and impact this thing, it absorbs them but is rocked backwards in response.
Did it look like that caused any form of damage?
It did. Absolutely. There's 2 big pumpkin holes in the darkness.
Okay. With a free action, can I walk up to the wall and knock off one of the pictures? Just be like,
Yes. You absolutely can.
Are you
Okay,
sure
I
you're
back
not
up against the wall and I bump it with my shoulder. Go.
As you do so, the frame. Let's get you to roll your sleight of hand check.
Ooh, cool. Oh, like a hand.
Are you
I
trying
have
to
a
knock it off the
turtle.
wall?
That is a 2.
Understood. So,
I use my no. I'm not going to use inspiration for that. That's a weird thing to do.
all right. So,
I can,
because
I
of
can
your
help
sleight of
her.
no, that thing falls off the wall. As it crashes down, it hits your hip and tears. You've ruined a painting. Congratulations. You are a vandal.
Hold on, did Jim really notice that? Hold on. Perception.
Gotta be a 2.
Ooh.
Jim really looks back and goes, "Hey, that's not your property. Please be careful."
Oops.
Oops.
That's why I said, "Please be careful." I understand accidents happen, but you know, you don't want to get sued, do you? That's destruction of property. You gotta watch out for yourself out here.
All right. Anything else in Resident Door of Whippleberry Fink?
I will now be Finkleberry Whip. Thank you.
No, you're
no,
not
that's
Finkleberry
enough.
Whip. Nope.
Stay right here.
That might be your cousin, which we'll have to get art of later. All right. That's the nice one. Good boy. I'm kidding. You're doing great. For the record,
good
I
boys.
think this is absolutely awesome. Thank you for being willing to do this.
It's fun. It's super fun.
I'm glad. Good boy.
He's gonna walk up to the threshold and paw at the side of the door with his hand, because he's not actually a dog.
Breaking.
Is combat happening?
It is combat happening, yes.
Okay. Let's shoot at this.
Okay. Sure. And with a 24, you will hit it. Dealing 23 damage. All right.
If he's undead.
He is undead, and he goes to 1 hit point.
Oh, does he look hurt?
He is exceedingly hurt. That should have killed it.
Should have?
That's right.
I bet it has resistance to physical damage.
Anything else you'd like to do, good boy?
Yeah, I guess I'll shoot it again.
Okay. You will strike it. That hit right in the center of its forehead, and it recoalesces with 1 hit point.
Third time lucky. Try a sharpshooter.
Okay. You will hit it even harder. Dealing,
31.
yep, dealing 31 points of damage. And it recoalesces with 1 hit point.
That's the curse. We have to break the curse before we can kill it. Or something.
Ah,
Or maybe it has to be like radiant damage before it dies. I don't know.
You guys ready?
that is radiant damage. Can I come in?
Get out!
Don't listen to him. He wants tea, I promise.
Alright,
No,
that's
he
my turn.
doesn't. I've been offering him catnip tea, and he will not take it.
I mean, he's just being stubborn. He would have said no if he really didn't want it. Okay, he just keeps telling us to get out, not that he doesn't want tea.
So many things wrong with his argument. Wow.
Welcome to my groups.
He really never said he was a people person.
All right. So, after good boy, you done?
Yep.
All right. Claudette.
So Claudette seeing this thing recoalesce and everything, she's gonna do what she and her sister would do, and that would be explore even in the midst of all of this. So she steps over here, she opens a door, or tries to open a door. It won't open. Why won't the door open?
It is locked.
Well, that's why it won't open. Okay. She comes over here. She tries to open this one.
It is also locked. Get out!
Excuse me. Do you have a key? I would really love to help you get out of here. She waits expectantly for an answer. Do you have your key?
It will not respond other than to say "get out."
So rude. And
I know, right?
I mean, he just no explanation. Not a very good host. I offer him tea. He won't take it. I mean, my mother, God rest her soul, she would kill me if I didn't, if I did not accept a gift that's being given by a guest. Oh my goodness. So with that, she casts, let's see what she casts. Starry Wisp again, dude, and we'll see what happens.
Sure.
16.
And your bolt of radiant energy hits it. And that should have killed it, but it is at 1 hit point.
I think you're right, Ambrosia. I do believe that he is cursed. We need to figure out how to break the curse. Any ideas in your pocket of spell tricks?
Daughter Jessley was here. She's such a wonderful paladin, you know. I don't have any radiance. Almost none. Maybe we just search the place.
Well, these 2 doors are locked, so we need to try the others.
I don't know, maybe... Are there any, like, symbols on the floor or the walls? Anything that looks like it could be some kind of arcane thing?
Well, we'll have to find out on your turn. Anything else you'd like to do, Claudette?
She does look around.
Okay.
And she looks... I mean, she speaks several languages.
Sure.
So she looks specifically for like Celestial and
Sure.
Draconic,
Okay.
Elvish, Sylvan, and Can.
All right, you will see a small piece of paper on the ground over here with old elven writing on it.
She picks it up and she reads it.
All right. On there is a name. The name is Lord Darius Vance.
Is there anything else written on there? Any symbols or anything like that?
The inside of the note has been worn off by time, but let's get an insight check from you. Thank you.
I'm not very insightful.
You have no insight as to what this is.
It's a tea order.
It's his tea order! Yeah, we've got catnip tea for some guy named Vance.
Catnip tea for Vance.
It's right here. I'm holding it. She looks at him. She looks at this wispy dude, and she's like, "Are you Lord Darius Vance by chance?"
Get out! The guests are in the dining room.
Oh, where are the guests? Where is the
Get
dining room?
out!
Maybe we are here to see the guests.
Invitations, please.
She walks over and hands him the
We're
paper.
culinary.
She
We're
hands
handing
him
the food. We're the caterers.
She hands him the paper. That looks like an invitation, does it not?
Lord Darius Vance is in the dining room with the guests.
He dropped it. I had to return it.
Get out!
Oh my goodness. She looks around, and she wants to. Are there like any drawers or anything like that that could potentially, or any old papers that could potentially have like invitation?
You look around, that's the only invitation on the floor here. There's a reason why that was on the floor here, but you are unable to determine why.
She's holding the paper. Does anybody else here read Elvish other than myself? Oh, of course you do, Ambrose. I totally forgot. And she hands you the invitation.
Can I read it?
Yep, it says Lord Darius Vance.
Just the
Okay.
inside, the invitation.
The inside of it has been marred to the point that it can't be read.
Okay.
Does anybody have Monday? I mean, if you like
Well, anything else you want to do on your turn, Claudette? Because it's going to be his turn.
and that's where I give that suggestion, and then I'm like, I get ready for a
Okay.
enter.
All right. So at the start of his turn, he rolls a wisdom saving throw, suffers radiant damage, and recoalesces as he returns to 1 hit point.
Okay, it's not radiant damage.
He reaches out to touch Jimmerly. The 13, he misses.
Actually, I don't have protection from good and evil up. I have
Spirit Guardians. Okay.
I
So
should
a
have
14 to
Spirit
get you, but I still missed.
I still missed.
Yes. All right. As your armor holds, we go to Jimmerly. What would you like to do, sir?
So we're looking for the dining room. Is that what I'm hearing? Is that who wants the tea? Maybe this guy doesn't want the tea. Why are we here again?
First.
Sorry. I'm used to having paperwork in front of me that explains this. Much like actual Jim Rowley, he has -1 intellect. Excuse me, Shadow Man. Which way is the dining room?
The dining room is occupied. Get
yeah,
out!
Someone needs tea. I'm a waiter. Look at my dress.
You are not dressed for the occasion.
I'm wearing a tie.
Get out!
That's all it takes is a tie.
Hey, you know, I never know.
For the record, you can get anywhere you want with the tool belt and the ladder. Just saying.
I'm a lawyer, not a carpenter. Jim Roy will walk over here and he'll be like, "It's the dining room." Let me guess, that door's locked.
That door is locked.
Jim Roy will go, Claudette, did you find a key?
I love how we're in combat being like checking doors. Did you find a key? No, stop touching me. Did you find a key? No, stop touching me. Like
I have to critically hit him to touch him, I think.
This is, I mean, it's an 8. It's an 18.
Yeah.
See, yeah, but
I
he's
can
gonna
get
go, Claudette, did you find a key?
I've been looking for one, but
It's okay,
I
it's
can't
okay.
seem to find one.
I'll use mine. And Jim Roy's gonna bash this door with his hammer.
You're going to bash the door with a hammer. Understood.
Even though I just lectured someone for vandalism.
Understood?
Yep.
The door is destroyed. Inside the room, you can see a little girl standing with another little girl. Hello.
Did you guys order some tea?
No,
Oh,
but I am thirsty.
I mean, we have tea. Can you tell me where the dining room is?
I'll show you.
Excellent. And Jim Roy's gonna end his turn there.
Understood. Ambrosiador of Whippleberry Fink.
yeah, so I'm gonna Eldritch Blast that door right there that's locked behind Good Boy.
This one over here? Gotcha.
Yes. I blast it.
Okay.
I do 5 damage.
Okay. The door is damaged, but not open.
Well, beans. Okay. Well, beans.
Someone's a food blogger.
I want to know what's this door. What is or this room? I feel like there's some kind of clue in this room to tell us what's wrong with the Shadow Man. So I check the room for things that are not of the normal sort.
Okay. As you look around the room, there's 2 more paintings on the walls. You see the painting that you have broken and ruined. And the painting that you have broken and ruined sure looks like the silhouette of this guy.
Did anything fall out of the painting when I broke it? Like some kind of message, some kind of arcane.
As you look at the back of it, there is an inscription on the back of it.
Oh, what language? Actually, it doesn't matter because I have Eyes of the Lore Keeper. What does it say?
It is written in an ancient language you do not recognize, but you do recognize that a ritual was cast on his appearance, on his likeness.
So, okay, so it's say that again. It's a ritualistic cast
Correct.
of his likeness.
It's a ritualistic spell that was used on his likeness. Basically, it's a Dorian Gray thing.
Okay. I don't know who Dorian Gray is.
Oh,
but
there's a legend. We'll go ahead and go into a bit of horror stuff, which is fun to explore. Dorian Gray was a rich, for lack of a better term, bad person. And he had a painting commissioned of himself. And the painting was magical. And anything that Dorian Gray did, the painting suffered. So if he smoked, the painting suffered the emphysema. If he got cut, the painting was cut. If he got shot, the painting got shot. And it was said that if he ever looked at the painting, all of the states and conditions would be transferred back onto him. So he covered the painting and hid it away until at one point he had lived for hundreds of years, and eventually the painting was revealed to him and he instantly died. And this is a classical piece of literature that is amazing, and I highly recommend reading, but don't read it at night. He's really, for lack of a better term, messed up in the things he went and did. And they go deep into the details.
okay, so then I'm gonna try a little something. I ripped the painting. I ripped the picture.
Correct. You ripped the paper.
Oh, and nothing happened?
He's at 1 hit point.
I show it to him.
Okay, he dies.
I rip the painting and go, whoops!
Yep. And the painting combusts into a smear of black smoke and oil that flows across your fingers and onto the floor.
Gonna have to wash those before I bake again. That's fine. It's fine. Wipe my hands on my apron.
Okay.
So we didn't order tea? Oh, well, now I feel bad. So who do I pay now for the door I broke?
Me.
Which one of you two said that?
The taller one.
Oh, okay. How much does the door cost? I guess like 10 gold?
A sip.
10 gold for a door?
Oh, wait a minute. Excuse me. Did you just say a sip?
You said it was
Yes.
thirsty or something earlier. I don't know. I was gonna fetch some water out when my 6 seconds came up.
Mommy said that we have to stay in the study until she's done with dinner. We're so very thirsty.
Oh, dearies. Let me go find your mommy and we can see if you can come out. I want to roll insight on this. They are not huge. They're not. These are.
Sure, roll your
no.
insight.
I'm getting weird vibes.
How tall are they, Eric? They're probably
The taller one is 3'2". The shorter one is a toddler.
He's 100%
Right.
siding with them because they're small. Yeah.
I rolled a 10.
You believe that they are thirsty.
They are darling little sweeties locked in a room by themselves and all they want is a drink. I'll go find their mommy. I have a way with mom.
Don't just have like a water skin or something we could give them?
I have some catnip tea.
Well, there we go. We can
She
give them
pulls
catnip
out
tea.
her-
Maybe they're the ones who want a tea. You guys want
Can
some
I
tea?
Eldritch Blast this door again till it breaks?
On your next turn.
Oh, we're still in combat.
Oh, yeah. Because the player is correct. The character has no idea that these are not just regular girls.
Oh yeah, no, it's very obvious they're not regular girls, but I
They're
mean,
definitely vampires or something.
Good boy. What would you like to do?
I
It's
heard
Ambrosia
someone
has
was
torn a
thirsty.
painting. Good.
I heard someone was thirsty, so I'm gonna go lose myself under Jim.
Okay, let me move Jim so that we can get good boy out.
oh, yeah.
Thank you.
That's what
Oh, I
thought.
don't see
Jim's
anyone.
just that way.
Oh, you don't
Do I
see.
see the two
Oh, you.
characters?
Yeah, they should be there. Sorry, for some reason they didn't show up. There they go.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah, I don't actually see them on the map. I just
They're right here.
Oh, okay, yeah. So I have very little view of them. Do you have a water skin or something? They said they're thirsty.
Yeah. Would you like some water?
No,
Tea?
no. But we're thirsty.
What would you like?
A hug.
Very good.
Oh, good boy, don't. Good boy, don't.
Good boy's gonna hug.
Oh, that's when the prepared action fires off and the girl bites down hard. Way too hard.
Oh, no.
Good
You don't
boy.
have silvery barbs. This Jim really does not have silvery barbs.
Does anyone have silvery barbs?
I have that. I'm going to cast that.
You. Hey.
Because that was going to be dealing 44 damage was going to be dealt to good boy there. So the silvery barbs is being cast. Who would you like to grant your D20 to, Claudette?
I'm gonna give it to Good Boy.
Awesome.
Hopefully that will work.
Cool. The silvery barbs comes in, and it is just the first die roll here. A 7 will miss you. Almost got you a second time.
You saw your life flash before your eyes, and then you ducked.
All right. So you came over, and she gave you a hug. Anything else you'd like to do, sir?
Did I notice that she tried to bite me?
Oh, absolutely.
Then I would like to shoot her in the gut with a hand crossbow.
Okay. With a 30, you will easily hit her.
Would she happen to be undead?
She is. It's almost like you built this for a Spoopy One-Shot.
It's almost like that.
Understood, as you dealt 18 damage. That will also hit.
Since we hit twice, let's try a sharpshooter.
Okay. Awesome.
Oh dear.
Wow, minimum damage there. Awesome. But you did shoot with your crossbow 3 times. The first one hitting with a 30, the second with a 28, and then with a 30 again.
It's a sharpshooter shot, which he doesn't have calculated, but so that's still 22 damage on that second shot.
Yep.
Third shot.
So I
I
need
would
to
know,
reduce
because-
another 10. All
I
right.
know that build. That build's terrible.
22 damage. I'm doing 5 damage with Eldritch Blast. I did not design this well.
For the record, just to clarify things, you have 2 of the major theory crafters in the group, and then you have 3 of the note takers in the group all over here. So that's who you're playing with, is crazy theory crafters that love their game. So
Good Boys build, I made a very similar one to battle other players in a big PvP match
yeah,
and countered a lot of people. No, they eventually got smart and they realized that if they let me do anything, they were all going to
Yep.
die.
so they walloped him.
They walloped me at the end, yeah.
By the way, spoiler warning and teaser, Battle Royale in December.
Ooh.
Okay.
I'm just saying, do it. The bomber jacket is awesome.
Yes, it is.
No.
For Bubbles' benefit, the winner of my Battle Royale gets a G-Americ bomber jacket.
Awesome.
And it's the only way you can get one.
Mhm.
I don't sell them. I don't make them available any other way. I don't even have one. So,
I do.
yeah, she has one.
I've already got my next build prepped, so.
All right, Claudette, what would you like to do? Is Good Boy has fired 3 times into this, what appears to be a child.
Whoa.
It's okay. They're the same height.
I feel personally attacked.
We're just playing.
We're just playing.
Wow. Okay, we went there. Wow. Okay. She looks at this thing, this undead creature, and she.
Good
is
Boy,
just
you have
like,
been granted inspiration for hugging the children.
Oh, thank you.
Oh. She says, "Let's bring you out into the light," and then she casts Starry Wisp.
Okay. And with the 23, you will blast her. And she will remain at 1 hit point.
Oh my gosh, we've got to find another. Probably.
On the
Another.
wall next to me, and I'm just saying, I'm feeling a little destructive.
Ambrosia, next time, you mind taking care of that painting? I have a feeling it's the same thing.
Of course. You know, one of my daughters, she is an interior decorator, and she always says that putting up family photos is tacky. So I'd gladly take them down.
Sounds great. Please do so. And right now, I'm only counting 8 children. Do you have more than that? Because, oh my goodness.
112.
112.
Holy boy.
I love. For those who didn't see the webcam, that was a moment of pricelessness. Claudette's face went. It's great.
Yes, that's
112.
right. 112.
My, you are very busy. Very, very busy.
Thank you.
You're very, very. And she ends turn.
Okay.
Awkwardly.
I'm wondering what Sean's thinking right now. All right.
Turning her head and looking at all the other paintings and not looking at
It becomes their turn.
yes, it is. So hard.
All right. So we're going to go ahead and attack the
First-
people. Yes.
Wisdom saving throws.
I am inside of it. Goodness gracious.
Yeah.
All right. Wisdom saving throw is a 17. I will take damage and I will recoalesce at 1 hit point.
Yep.
And then I attack Good Boy. A 15 to get you, sir.
That misses.
All right. That is all they can do. And then they are going to step away from the aura because they don't like that. Generally, what would you like to do?
Jimmy's gonna walk in and be like, I heard you're thirsty. Did you offer something to drink, good boy?
Yeah, they bit me. Biting's bad.
Biting is bad. You biting my little kobold friend?
We were thirsty.
Yeah, we have water for that.
We don't drink water anymore.
Well, that's between you and whatever god it is I worship. Or who worships me. You know, I don't really know how that one works either. And Jim Roy will attempt to hit them with a hammer.
I love Kimberly so much.
I'm growing into him. I'm having a lot more fun with him as every week goes by.
Uh-huh.
There's a god that worships you?
I don't
He
know.
believes it.
Jin, that's a big accomplishment!
Somehow I got these powers. I still don't know how. Okay. So I don't understand it. So I just pretend I know how it works.
Don't sell yourself short. One of my sons ascended to godhood.
What was his name?
His name is, Uthorin.
Can I get you to type that in chat because that's going in the lore pile?
Okay.
Goodness gracious.
I was short before, you
All
know.
the deities. All the deities.
Bubblelazer comes into the campaign. It's like, I'd like to create lore.
What kind of god was your son?
Well, I will tell you on my turn.
Okay.
AKA, give her a second to think. Got it.
Is he overhands his hammer down onto these children who bit his good boy, and he watches as they pancake and then like reinflate, and he's just kind of looking at them like very curiously how they managed to do this. As my turn ends.
Okay, and now it's your turn.
I am going to snatch both paintings off the wall.
Okay, you can do one per turn.
Oh, one per turn. Dang it. Okay.
In
so
one of them, you see two little girls, and in the other, you see a very austere woman. Looks very stern.
Okay, then I take the one with the two girls, and I'm going to light it up in my hands, like burn it, and then show them the ashes.
Okay, and they die.
Oh.
And we can exit initiative for the time being.
Oh, you got him, Jim.
I think we probably need to take this other portrait with us. What do you think?
I think that would be a good idea. A mother who teaches their children to bite. There are so many different parenting styles, but goodness me, you get banned from the gym with biting children.
You mean like the gym where we're working out, or the Jimmy gym like we're with?
Got her.
No. You know what? I'll leave that up to your interpretation.
And what was the name of what was the boy the god of?
Oh, my son Uthorin. Yes, Uthorin was, well, he was a very intellectual boy, and so one day he told me all about these books, and then he went on this crazy quest, and then next thing I know, I'm getting letters from the what is that place?
Shader Shaddai.
I don't remember what it's called, but he sent me a letter via Deva Angel, saying that he had consumed all of the knowledge that he needed to, and he had ascended to godhood. I was very proud, of course, like as a mother, you would be very, very proud of your son gaining godhood. But I believe it's some kind of intellectual nirvana sort of godhood. Like, like god of knowledge. I don't know, god of the smell of the pages of books. I don't know.
So the god of nerds. Understood. His name is Henry Cavill. Understood.
Got it. Yep.
All right. Anything else that you guys would like to do at the moment? As we are not in initiative.
Did you take the painting, Claudette?
Yes, I will take the painting.
The painting of the austere woman. Okay.
Yes,
Good boy.
Painting of.
Yes?
Could you please stab it with your knife? The painting.
Could you hold it down for
Claudette
me?
pushes. Claudette's got it, and she holds it out just a little bit more, so she doesn't get stabbed in the process.
Eric, is there anything on the other side of this wall? By the way, I'm pretty sure my aura goes through it.
It does not go through walls. Nice
Oh,
try.
good. Oh, I mean, that's actually going to help more than hurt. I was thinking the comedic value of me actually aggroing everything in the house.
Oh, if that had been the case, you guys would have TPK'd already.
Okay.
Thankfully, no. Because I'm not that mean. I'd rather you guys have fun.
Good boy stabs into the painting,
Okay.
making a very small hole with his dagger.
So you do so, and you will hear a scream from within the house. You might even call it a banshee's wail. And I need you guys to please roll a Constitution saving throw. If you fail, you will drop to 0 hit points. On a success, you will suffer 9 points of psychic damage.
Banshees.
No pressure.
Going to use my inspiration because I don't feel like dying with a total of 5.
Okay.
I am also going to use my inspiration.
Okay, 19.
So, while Ambrosia Dora Whippleberry Fink does save after having to use inspiration, thanks to a certain someone who cares about Bubblelazer significantly,
Thank you.
you can take him
is it-
later.
9 damage.
You suffer 9 damage. Jimmerly saved. However, Claudette and Good Boy saved it on the second attempt there. Claudette falls to 0 hit points. Is now
Yes.
dying.
Jim Roy will cast Spare the Dying on it.
Okay. Claudette, you were no longer dying, but you were at 0 hit points.
Good boy's going to start pouring potions
Yep.
down Claudette's mouth.
Okay. How many potions would you like to use?
Let's go.
Remember, one at a time. Only one every 6 seconds.
It's kind of like.
What if we poured them all into a jug and then just like, you know.
We can do that.
We will do the first one.
Things happen. That's what I'm gonna say. Things happen.
All right. So you recover 6 hit points.
What
You okay?
was that?
I don't know.
I'm
But
a
it was,
little under the.
I hurt my ears a lot, or whatever it was.
Would you like another drink?
You've recovered 12 hit points.
Okay, let me see. Hold on. Oh, my friend, that is so kind of you.
And he's just laying out more and more
she-
potions from his backpack on the ground.
Hold
That's,
on, hold on, good boy. Wait. Let's see what I can do. And she casts Healing Word, 2nd level on herself. Please roll well. Please roll well. Please roll well. 8.
Recover 8 hit points.
That wasn't a terrible roll.
There are now 5 greater healing potions and 4 regular potions of healing on the ground.
All
Good boy
of
carries
them?
potions.
Oh my gosh. She will take one greater, and then she'll be like, "My friend, you're too kind. You are too kind." And then you keep the rest. You may need them. You may need to pick me back up off the floor again. Thank you. And she takes the one greater healing potion.
How many
Gonna have
potions?
to them. Sorry.
Okay. Can I have the corks from the old bottles?
Boy, do you give her the corks?
Of course.
I shove them in my ears.
Okay.
Oh, that's brilliant. That was what?
This is
3?
what we had to do for my son Torrendil. He had the worst cries as a newborn. Absolutely horrible.
That sounds like recent trauma.
Oh my gosh, you have no idea. Oh my gosh.
All right, so
Too soon?
They get to an age where they hit a pitch that breaks glass and they just use it. And you're like, wow, I'm so proud of your vocal prowess, you little banshee. Oh, it's fine. It's fine.
Everything's fine.
It's fine. I'm fine.
for the record, Stanley makes some amazing earplugs for construction that work great on noises. Just saying.
Good boy's gonna pop some corks in his ears too after
Okay.
drinking a potion.
Understood?
Who am I today? I'm Claudette.
For the record,
Claudette.
the player has played 4 or 5 Archid characters with that you've done, so they get confusing.
And I'm about to commission 2 more. So, yeah. Be prepared.
Be prepared.
That being said, Claudette, that's who I am today. She takes out her disguise kit and pulls out some of the little cotton balls that she does for like makeup and stuff like that, and stuffs them in her ears
Okay,
as well, taking her lead from Ambrosia.
cool.
Jim really pats the sides of his head.
Him.
What's that?
What?
How are we going to help you? I don't see any ears.
That's a great question. He taps the sides of his head and it's just solid metal. I'm not even sure how I hear things, to be honest with you.
Wait a second. Is this a fun little thing that we get to blame on Bubblelazer for not including ears on the character?
I don't know if Warforged have ears.
He's a Warforged. I mean, he might have little like bumps or something, but how do Warforged hear?
Yeah, like I looked up art and they don't really look like they have ears. So I'm gonna roleplay this like he has no idea, much like he doesn't know how to eat. Like his mouth may open, but he doesn't even know how to open his own mouth.
You know what? GM Eric, I will raise you one. The next time someone commissions a Warforged, I'm giving them human ears. And then your player can blame you.
The fun part about that is the 3 of them know why this is actually a thing, because they all know the lore behind why Warforged are so rare.
Almost
It's-
non-existent.
Yeah.
As rare.
Generally is the first Warforged player character in 4 years.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you have to get special permission in order to play Warforged?
Lore-wise, you have to.
Yeah, it has to do with how the story is going and where they're at and things like that. So that's the reason why it's happening.
The Tuesday night group destroyed a factory that was going to make Warforged available to everybody. And so shut that off. And the Sunday group is going towards a factory, and thus generally is from the future of the Sunday group in story that we haven't gotten to yet.
I also played the past guy who destroyed that factory as well. So
Right.
it's coming full circle.
Yeah.
Turtles all the way down, just Warforged all the way down.
Yeah, so basically
Jamora taps-
super rare.
He taps the sides of his head and he hears his own ringing. Is like, well, I don't know. Maybe there's a hat. I don't know. Let's just go on. I guess I'll die. I mean, I'm dreaming anyway. What does it matter?
We could try something, but I don't think you'll like it. I could put your head in a bag.
How am I gonna see that?
You know? How do you see? You know?
I have eyes. He points to the glowing lights that don't look like eyes at all. I see through these.
I've got some clothing that we can put on the side of his head and then use a belt to keep it on his head. I mean, I never said it's an idea. It's just an idea.
Just like cut a hole in some socks. Shove it over his head.
Am I a burglar? Well, you guys know more about this than I do, so we'll go with what your guys' idea is here.
You're gonna look like a really bad makeshift bandit from like some Hallmark movie or something, wearing like knit socks over your head with little holes.
Listen, I'm like the 50-cent anime cart you see at Walmart, you know. But Jermoy will let
great.
He'll let it happen.
Okay.
My face hurts. Oh my gosh.
What can I say except you're welcome?
Pulling out shirts and stuff like that, starting to rip them, and gently, she's like using her claw to rip them at the seam, kind of situation. And pulls out an extra belt, and she's like, and she hands them. She's like, do you mind bending down them a little short? And she like starts putting them on the side. She's like, Ambrosia, if you don't mind holding this side, then she holds this side, then she starts wrapping it around his head, and then she's like putting her foot in his back just to tighten this thing as far as it'll go.
And he doesn't budge. You're doing that, and it's just like pushing against a rock, because he's about 1,000 pounds of metal.
And she's like, just jerking and doing everything she can to make sure that he is fine in her, to her. Till she's like satisfied that he's not gonna hear anything, and praying to whatever god that is there that he does not get.
Friends, that's a good one.
Yep. All right. So
Jermoy goes, "Are you done?"
She comes around the front. I think she comes around the front and she's like, "I'm done. Can you hear me?"
He really nods, like, "Yeah, no, I heard you just fine. Don't worry."
I tried. The question is, does he keep it on his head?
Yes, he does. He's not gonna put to shame the work you did in trying. But he still hears you. He doesn't know how he still hears you, and he's like, "All right, well, let's go find that banshee, I guess. Maybe if we yell at her loud enough, she'll understand that her doing that is not very nice, and she should stop. Maybe there's a noise ordinance here. Anyone know if Naosha has a noise ordinance? Maybe she'll listen to that. Oh, right. None of you guys can hear. Well,
I take out my hempen rope and I tie a couple knots in it and I hand it out like I'm a kindergarten teacher. Like, okay, kids, we're going to walk single file, one at a time.
Grab it.
good boy grabs it. Understood. Because he's a good boy.
Okay.
Cover.
And follow along.
Oh, that pulls up the rear.
Okay.
And we go.
Where are we going?
Which door has not been blasted open yet?
All the doors that are not have been blasted open are still closed.
Okay. I blast this door. The one that's wiggling.
Press
Can
and hold.
anyone else?
No, just press and hold so we can ping.
Oh,
There you go.
that one.
That one over there. Awesome. Cool. So you can repeatedly blast that one until it falls apart.
And Claudette still has the painting.
Understood.
The woman.
I feel like we should maybe test, or maybe that would be a horrible idea to test our ear barricades by just like stabbing the thing repeatedly. That's probably a horrible idea.
Do you mime that to Good Boy?
No.
Do you mean to Good Boy?
No. I'm gonna say no, because I
fine.
don't want you to die. I lead everybody in here.
Okay.
Hey, look, the dining room.
Awesome. So as you come in, there are 6 people seated at a table. We're going to go ahead and show you that room. As you look at the people, they're in various states of dining. They seem to be miming various actions on repeat.
Is there any food on the table?
There was. There's the image of food now.
Oh, just the image. There's no bones or anything like that. Nothing left
No.
over, even remotely. Oh.
There's dead bugs on the table.
Oh.
But the hostess appears to be like this. She's seated in the middle of it.
Can we get a table for 4, please?
Does it look like the woman in the painting?
No, it does not. Seated next to her is a very grumpy man. And we're going to put him on the screen here. Move her off and put him on the screen.
It's very grumpy.
There is a very well-dressed man in classic attire.
We underdress?
Very much so. There's a member of the military who is seated at the table as well. We'll put him on the screen.
And they all have this like bluish glow,
They're
and they're kind of
translucent.
like translucent. Yeah.
All right. And then lastly, sorry, not lastly, but that would be the 5. Sorry, that was 4. This is number 5, is another woman who is dressed not quite as formally.
Does she look like the painting?
She does not. And then there is one more exceedingly grumpy man. And I do mean exceedingly grumpy.
Oh yeah, he looks like he does not want us here.
Do they even notice us at all?
They do not seem to notice you.
Because Jamila's talking, but he knows like no one else can hear him, but he's just kind of doing his own thing where he just kind of, makes random commentary.
Okay. So, do you engage with the guests? And if so, which one would you like to engage with?
Are there paintings on the wall in here that resemble these people?
There is a painting that resembles the hostess. So we'll bring her back onto the screen here for you guys.
Are there
Okay.
any available chairs at the table?
There are 2 available chairs at the table.
She really isn't quite that bold to walk up and just sit down.
Good Boy is.
Okay.
Well, not bold, but stupid. He's going to go and the nearest
Are you gonna
person.
get your traps at their table?
Yeah, and he's going to put his chin up on someone's ghostly leg and give the puppy dog eyes.
Your chin falls through the leg.
Okay.
Do you get up on a chair? No. Okay.
That's for humans.
Understood.
I have space for 113. It's
Caught
poor
that early
boy.
on.
How big is that table? Ooh.
find out really what's happening here.
Well, you have to remember that elves reach maturity at like the age of 20,
Right.
and we've got like 200 plus years of like childbearing years. So there are like multiple like groups of children that will like grow up and leave, and then grow up and leave, have their own kids, and it's just I don't have to raise 113 at the same time. It's more like a house of 12, and then the 12 leave, and then you know.
And that's the terror. That's the true terror, is that Emer's over 200 years old,
Yep.
and that's how many children he has, and no one wants to consider that.
Nope. Because that's just campaign groups for the future.
Yeah, literally. Jim is gonna kind of peek around the room a little bit. He's not gonna interrupt a dinner, but he's a little more professional than that.
Sure.
Especially if they're not paying any attention to him at all. He's just kind of just peek around, open some drawers, not really investigate because he has no idea what to look for, but just kind of,
Okay.
Snooping.
The drawers, there is silverware in the drawers, is tarnished due to age, but it's all there. The china is still in its curio cabinet. Slightly dusty, but not bad because the doors have been closed. This place is a prime target for vandalism and theft, but for as long as this place has been empty, no one's survived to steal anything.
Well, that being said, I'm gonna go steal the painting of the hostess.
Okay? As you do so, she turns. That won't help you.
Oh, I'm just admiring it from a distance.
She looks at
Distance
you.
from you.
Please have a seat.
I have a bug intolerance. I don't actually think I can eat anything here.
That's fine. Have something to drink.
Oh, but see, the last children who asked me to drink something tried to bite and kill my potential 113th son. So, I don't mean to be rude. I'm just see me as maybe just one of the help. I'm here cleaning and dusting, and ooh, look, this painting needs dusting.
Very well. And she will now shun you.
It's okay. I've had multiple of my children shun me for multiple years. It doesn't bother me.
How many times has she been married, or how many partners has she had?
3 husbands.
3 husbands.
Not at the same time. I'm not crazy.
Great.
Well, that has nothing to do with the husbands. All right.
Jim goes, are we supposed to sit down here? I know she asked you. I wonder if that invite went to all of us?
You can't. She doesn't hear you asking the question.
Wow, that's not very helpful, is it?
But you hear in your head.
Communicating?
You hear in your head. Do you have a seat?
Oh, I can have a seat. All right. He's responding out loud, thinking someone's talking to him, and he sits down at the chair.
Okay. The various people at the table turn and greet you.
Oh, good day.
Good day. How are you, sir?
Oh, I'm doing fantastic. How about yourselves?
And the man, we'll put him on the screen here for you. The man who's engaging you with conversation. Doing our best.
What's going on? Maybe I can help here. I'm actually a lawyer.
Mm-hmm. Then, do give us a toast. And you see him.
Oh.
His repeated action is that he's constantly raising a goblet towards a toast.
Is there a goblet in front of Jimroli?
There is.
Jimroli will lift up the gauntlet and give him a toast.
Okay. How do you toast him? What's the words you use?
Oh, what's the words? He will go. Oh, So he's saying they're getting by. He will say for our continued survival and bountiful days ahead.
Okay. As you toast, there's nothing in your cup. Do you mind drinking, or how would you like to proceed?
I mean, he's gonna put the cup to his face. He doesn't have a mouth, so it's gonna run down his face.
Understood.
If there's anything in it, but he
There's
won't mind
nothing.
drinking. Yes.
Yep. All right. So, as you do so, the man disappears as he dissipates.
It's their unfinished business.
What? You can't hear me anyway, so I don't know why I'm responding to you. Jamal will go, this is a fine vintage. Where'd you guys get it from?
Coming out from the kitchen and seated at the table again and again is the well-dressed man. He looks at you. It's from overseas. We got it from the very best vineyards in Show.
Oh, and wine from Shu. That is quite something. They don't usually part with that very often.
Indeed not.
Especially not the men.
Indeed not. It was quite an effort to smuggle it in.
Wow, I must say, you have fantastic taste. Is there a special occasion for this?
He smiles,
Right.
opens a bottle of wine, and pours into a cup there. Nothing actually exits the bottle, and the bottle was already open. But he's going through the motions.
To open a bottle this fine, there has to be something special going on here.
Oh, yes. The lady has graciously invited us for dinner.
Oh, fantastic. Jimboy's like looking around, like you can see he's kind of reaching the end of where his element is, and like he's looking around and he's thinking to himself, "Oh God, none of them can actually hear what's going on." And he kind of looks to the left and the right a bit, and he goes, "My lady, what's the honor of this event?"
The death of my enemies.
Well, that's a good one to be celebrating for. He lifts his glass to the sky again, as if like.
She toasts you as well.
Yeah, giving air toast, I guess.
Claudette sees all of these toasts and she just pulls out her water skin with the catnip tea in it, and she just raises it and just drinks her catnip tea.
Okay. Can I get a wisdom saving throw from her?
Of course, sure. Let's see what happens.
Boy.
With a 19, you're able to hold your catnip. Because anyone who's ever fed catnip to a cat that likes it knows what happens. They trip balls.
It's hilarious.
If you've never seen it,
go-
please find a cat that likes catnip.
I wish Shadrach did, but I mean he already caused enough chaos on his own. Here we go. If it's not too impertinence of me, how did you go about your fine victory?
I seduced all of my partners and brought them here for dinner.
Chimroli, he kind of pauses for a moment. He blinks, not really blinks, but you see the light in his eye sockets go out a couple times, and he looks all around the room, and he goes, "Well, that was a mighty fine job. It seems none of them had any idea what was coming."
Indeed not. I worked very hard to prevent them from understanding that the food was poisoned.
What did they do to you?
Each of them offended me, either through business or through relationships.
You didn't poison the wine, did you?
Of course.
That would explain why he keeps toasting, then. Interesting.
Indeed. He was a drunkard. Glad he's dead.
You fed wine from Shu to a drunkard?
Of course.
You must be... You're a very confident woman.
When you hearken from there, it's easy to acquire things from the House of Flowers to provide what you need.
Ah, the House of Flowers. I've heard a bit about them. They definitely don't let anyone stand in their way.
Indeed not. So, thank you for joining us. Will you be staying?
If you will have me, absolutely. I'd love to hear more about your story.
She's going to stand up from her chair and walk over to you. Are you sure you'd like to stay?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Okay. So, as she walks over, she's going to walk around the table. Does anyone wish to do anything as she's walking towards Jim Riley?
I'll get close to him and growl at her.
Does Claudette notice anything odd about her body language just because she can't hear anything?
Let's roll your insight check. With a 15, she's about to remove his soul and kill him.
Oh shoot! Okay, I light the painting on fire and I put it in her face.
She looks at it and she reaches through it and smiles. I told you that wouldn't impact me at all.
Claudette stands in between the ghostly woman and Jim.
Why are you stopping me? He wants to stay.
Oh yeah, I'm entertaining the night. Isn't that what you said?
I believe that she wants to take out your life force.
Oh, listen. You're a very fine lady, but I don't wish to stay here forever. I thought it was just like resting for the night.
You can rest for the night.
Just tonight. I want to go home tomorrow because this is just a really bad dream, and I don't want my life to end like this. I want to wake back up in the
Of course.
sludge I'm sleeping in tomorrow.
You can wake up yesterday and tomorrow, just not today.
How does that work? I'm confused now.
You'll wake up.
Yesterday and tomorrow. There's only now.
You say there's only now, but have you ever met Deuce Strom?
That's a legit question for you. Have you met Deuce Strom?
Have
You can roll a history check. We'll see
who that though?
where we're at
That's
with
a
this.
12.
With a 12? I'm going to say no, she has not met Deuce Strom.
Okay, if you haven't met Deuce Strom, have you met Moritz said?
Another history check, please.
16.
A 16. You would have heard of Mortzu said, an ancient and insanely powerful, and we do put emphasis on the word insane,
Saying.
spellcaster from the country of Fluidon, home of a former character of yours, Cecily Wish.
Hey, great!
No! Mortzu said is a chronomancer who travels through time attempting to fix things and inevitably causes problems. He's considered
Paradox
highly
Mancer.
He is a paradox mancer. And if you'd like to see him played, come watch on Sundays because Colby does an amazing job playing as this character.
Yeah, he does. But if you acknowledge that you know that name, or Jim really sees that at all, he'd be like, listen. When you walk around with him every day, there is yesterday, today, tomorrow, and every moment in between each one of those, and sometimes they repeat.
Yeah, for Bubbles' benefit here, the character Du Strom is an anagram of Mortsu said, and he is literally guiding his party through where they are going, reading his diary about what happened when they did this. Right.
Weird.
Yeah, no, time is one of those things where like there's only now. To Jimroy, there is not only now. There is every moment repeating.
Oh. I would say that this moment at this table should not be repeated. I don't even think it should be started.
Well, as you said that, great, because that's when the other guests all disappear, and she looks at you. Well, then it's over. And we're going to ask you to please roll for initiative, as the hostess is going to engage with you guys in combat. I'm going to put her alone at the table.
I'm guessing it's been longer, but I'm guessing it's been longer than 10 minutes. By the way,
Very much so. Very much so.
Okay, my spirit guardians is down.
Understood.
I'll move my aura.
All right. So, my initiative here, it's going to be a 16. Yeah. All right.
Did the party just roll 3 16s?
I rolled a 16.
I rolled a 16.
I go at the bottom here, and I think Claudette has the highest dexterity between you and Ambrosia.
Oh, yes. My dexterity is like, nope.
I actually rolled a 16, but got -1, so I have 15.
Understood.
That's a lot of 16s.
I think that should
Wow.
be the name of our group.
So, Jimmerly, what would you like to do?
16s.
Shouldn't I be at the bottom?
Oh, I'm sorry, you're correct. So, it would be Claudette going first here. And welcome, Raiders. Hope you guys had fun. Thanks, Liching Hour, for coming in. Really appreciate it. We're having a special event with Bubblelazer, one of my endorsed artists. She's amazing.
Thanks.
Leaders. Yay.
All right. And she's done all the art for these characters, which is great. All right. So, Claudette, what would you like to do?
She's gonna kind of like work her way around the group and just kind of slide in between, because she's like, what the heck's going on? And then she sees this lady, and because of course we've been like conversing with her and everything, and she's oh dear, this is not good. And she proceeds to cast. Where did it go? I can't find it. There it is. Spirit Guardians.
Okay, so she's casting Spirit Guardians as well. All right, so here we go. I'm going to make hers green or blue so that we can keep track of them here.
I'm liking where this is going, okay?
Yeah, I figured. All right, so Spirit Guardians goes up. Anything else you'd like to do?
That is my action. She kind of steps right here just to make sure everything's in, and she just kind of motions get in here, we got to take care of this.
And Jimmerly should be in this chair, so we're going to just go put it there.
Oh, okay, yeah.
She's like, get in here, we have to handle this, no pun intended, but definitely it's very punny, unfinished business.
All right. So, because you're the one who called out that this needed to end, Ambrosia Dora Whippleberry Fink, what would you like to do?
What would I to do?
It's your turn.
Oh, I thought she went next.
Nope, you go next.
I see that she is very much angered by me and starting to act hostile. So, this is probably a really dumb thing to do right now.
Oh, but it'll be fun.
That's the best.
I
thing
cast
to do.
polymorph on her.
All right, I need to actually go look at polymorph because this may or may not work on her. Let's see.
It transforms a creature that you can see within range into a new form.
Yep, polymorph does allow you to do that.
Save.
Okay, yeah, she's a creature. What's the form you'd like to turn her into?
A pumpkin pie pumpkin.
Okay, so a creature. So it's a pumpkin creature.
It can't. Sure. I mean, it's a
gourd with legs.
a jack-o'-lantern, I
Okay.
suppose.
She is a living jack-o'-lantern.
Let's see. She has to make a wisdom saving throw to avoid the effect.
All right, here we go. Come on, lady. I got a 13. What is your spell save DC?
My spell save DC is a 14, so she fails.
And she turns into a jack-o'-lantern. Congratulations.
She turns into a jack-o'-lantern.
Awesome.
And it is my intention to cook her into a pie should we bring her to 0 hit points.
Okay.
So if you just so you know, if you burn her to 0 hit points, she turns back to a regular form.
I know. We could
wait,
just leave. I mean, she's now stuck like this for an hour, so we could just leave.
We have to eat her alive. Is the answer?
Is that a problem?
No. I'm just saying, that way we can make a pie out of her.
All right. Anything else you'd like to do?
I walk up to her and I put her in my components pouch.
All right. That's something you can do.
And I say we leave and go to the next room. She'll pop out eventually, but it takes an hour. So we'll probably figure out how to get rid of her before then. And as long as she doesn't take any form of damage, she will stay exactly where I want her, in the exact form that I want her in. So why not just leave?
I don't think anyone has any arguments about your logic.
Jim really doesn't understand how he does magic, let alone what you just did. So you just see him nodding at you, like, sounds good to me.
Let's go find the Banshee.
Claudette just kind of looks at her and kind of has like that codfish mouth of opening and closing. She has no argument. She wants to argue, but she's like, this makes sense. Okay, let's go. I don't want to be turned into a jack-o'-lantern either. Let's go.
If it makes you feel any better and you don't want her to take any damage at all, we could always just put her on the front porch. She can't go anywhere. She doesn't have legs.
Okay.
My job is to present challenges and let you guys figure out how to handle them. My job is not to judge.
The logic was 100% there. Let's go.
I don't even want to think of an argument against that.
I put her on the front porch.
All right, so you go over and you put her on the front porch. Awesome. Okay.
That was a good plan. Nice work.
Is she all glowy and everything? Like,
Well, when you put her on the front porch, the house stops being evil. You get a sense of relief, and the painting of the woman fades.
What?
You have removed the necromancer from the house.
it means making pies solves all the world's problems.
That. Make pies, not war, everybody.
Win condition. Kill or stop the necromancer. Remove the curse from the thing causing the curse, or kill everything in the house. All right, well, she's not in the house anymore. She's polymorphed and unable to act, and you removed her from the house. So, yeah.
We win.
What was the save DC on her stealing my soul, out of curiosity?
You agreed to it.
Oh, okay. I guess that works.
Yeah, you agreed to it. She was just going to be like, thank you.
Yoink.
Yeah, that was not a save. That was, you agreed.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah. So we got real close to losing Jimmerly there. So, as you guys have the house to yourselves with a jack-o'-lantern on the porch, you have an hour to do with what you'd like before she returns to being her ghostly form.
Anyone got any
Kill,
marshmallows?
a necromancer? Like, just... Is there a simple answer to this?
Simple answer to killing a necromancer: you hit it with a hammer.
Well, yeah.
They hit it with a hammer multiple times. Is there like a river Styx we could dunk her in? Or like I don't know, does she die in sunlight?
You got a great question.
How do we kill a necromancer? I got a 23, nat 20.
An easy way to kill a necromancer is to hit it with a whole bunch of hammers, a whole bunch of times, or remove a phylactery if she's a lich, which she's not. But in this case, and if we're talking about all necromancers, in Brahmi's case, you just expose her to way too much salt and dry her out. Anyway, no. In this case, if you were to destroy the pumpkin, she would be popped out of her polymorph and you could attack her. And because you guys can set it all up, we can do that combat if you'd like, but she's not going to ever get a turn because you guys get your surprise round and you're going to hit her for all her health on the first turn.
Can we all do some form of fire and just cook her into a pie?
For RP purposes, I think that having Ambrosia, Dora, Whippleberry, Fink turn her into a pie as a fey creature is both fitting and awesome and something I would love to have as a feature of that character as an NPC in the future. So I think that would be an awesome thing to do in this case. So we're going to, for the rule of cool, allow you to bake a necromancer into a pie.
Now who has the guts to eat it with me?
That's so Hansel and Gretel, I'm just saying.
That is Hansel and Gretel. Goodness gracious.
It really goes, I don't really have a...
And for those who didn't see the webcam, Good Boy did raise his hand when the question was asked who would eat it with me.
Okay.
He's such a good boy. He's such a good boy.
He is a good boy.
I don't have a mouth, but I'll help.
I say we loot the house.
Ambrosia, you've been granted inspiration again.
Me?
Yes.
Thank you. I suppose we just loot the house now, get our weight's worth in riches, and then eat a pie in celebration.
Well, did she own the house? Before we loot it, we need to make sure that we're in legal standing to make sure that is our possessions and not someone else's.
Tell you what, it's your job to find the deed.
And that starts going
and then the rest of us will just preemptively collect everything for our estate sale of us. Our estate sale to us.
Okay. Well, I'll go start looking then. Jim really hear clang, clang as he slowly starts walking in, looking through various boulders and the like.
Okay. Cool. So as you're going around looking for the deed to this place, you're going to find a office where the little girl was, and in there's a filing cabinet that has legal documents, including the deed to the establishment.
Who does it say owns the establishment?
The name on it is Nylora, and I'm going to put her name in chat for you here. There you go. And I have her title. Where's her title? I need to go get my document here. Nylora's title. Where was it? Nylora Crestfall, Hostess of the Feast. So, pasting. That is her title. And as you are searching around for it, you will hear a knock on the front door.
Oh, he's gathering the documents like, oh, someone else civilized us here, and he'll ponder up the front door and open it. Can I help you?
As you look outside, there's a man standing there. You might have seen him before. Hello, I'm Ace Bernstein, arcane attorney at law. I'm here to check on the taxes for this structure.
Oh, you're an attorney as well. Great. It's happy to see you here. I'm familiar with the laws of this land, and you'll make helping this a great deal. I recently came in possession of the deed of this house.
Indeed.
And there doesn't seem to be any sort of last will and testament here. And the previous owner, I believe, turned into some sort of undead fiend that was then changed into a pumpkin for punishment.
Interesting.
So what are the laws in this area having to do with eminent domain and I guess we can call it finders keepers laws?
Well, should you remain on the premises for 30 days, you can claim squatters' rights. As long as the taxes are paid, you may claim the property in the future.
How much is how much back taxes they owe?
Back taxes for this structure at the current moment is 580 gold.
Well, I always wanted to own a house, so Jim Rowley will pull out his pouch and give Ace Bernstein 580 gold.
All right. And you now own the property. As Ace Bernstein, arcane attorney at law, is going to take down the documents, get your signature, get the witnesses to sign as well. Who would like to sign?
Woke up tomorrow and you're not here. I mean, he's just gonna show up again to whoever else is in the house.
Well, that's part of the fun of it. You're 100% correct.
Claudette will just look at him and just be like, I support this 100%. And she does like a paw print on the paperwork.
Okay.
Can I add other people to this deed?
Of course.
They helped as they're part of this as well. So Jamaroli will put everyone's name down, and he'll put in "good boy" on the bottom, and go. I don't know if you have a name or whatnot, but he pulls out an inkwell, pours it on Good Boy's hand, and just takes it and stamps it on the page for his signature, and go. Okay. Since this is, I'm just living in a dream. And all this gold doesn't matter anyway. Maybe one of you guys are actually real, and take good care of this.
I'll Guayir over. She is wonderful with property. She'll fix it right up. It'll look like a dollhouse by the time she's done.
What was her name?
Guayir.
Guayir? Can I get you to type that in chat, please? So that my note takers can put that in on my NPC list?
There is so much going to be added to the NPC list. Oh my gosh!
The chaos, the power! It's intoxicating!
To write down everything well, so I can make sure that I can read it properly.
You ever seen me in a dollhouse? I'm gonna break everything by existing.
All right.
If you haven't broken it already, then it won't break. She's gonna make it pretty like a dollhouse, not the size of a dollhouse. Though that would be so cute. Maybe I'll put a note in.
Jamaroli goes over and looks at Ace. He goes, "Do you need any help at your law firm? It's getting a little much for me."
Of course, we're always hiring.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna come with you. You guys have fun here. Dollhouses, and this is. I'm not sure what's the worst dream, the ghosts or thinking I live in a dollhouse. So I'm gonna go with this guy. And Jim Roy's like kind of looking oddly at everyone else and just kind of follows behind Ace.
Okay. As he follows behind Ace Bernstein, arcane attorney at law, they head off towards town, leaving you with your new property signed, deeded, and legal. As we now have new proprietor of this formerly haunted house.
It was named Whippleberry Fink Manor, by the way, according to Twitch chat.
Understood.
So, that gets to be the name.
All right, so that has to go on the NPC list. Thank you.
Would you like me to tell you about all of my other children while we're still here?
Yes! All 112 of them?
Send it. Make a
113.
list and just send it. Please send me. I will put it on the list. Oh my god.
For the record, we are working on a World Anvil site so that all of these will be cross-referenced and everything. So that's coming soon.
Oh, fantastic.
So,
This is all lore. This is actually happening. Be prepared. It
Yeah.
will be there.
yeah, this is all canon. All right, guys. Well, thank you so much, Bubblelazer, for coming in and hanging out. This was an absolute delight to have you, as always. And Joe, Kathy, and Owen, thank you for coming in and hanging out. I hope you guys had a good time. This was
awesome.
absolute blast having you guys come in and do this one shot. Thanks, people on Twitch, for coming and hanging out. We are going to go ahead and raid someone here on Twitch. But before we do, remember, guys, if there's someone you know who wants to play a Geomeric game, send them my way. I'd love to talk to them either on Twitch or on Discord. Send me a private message. If you need to get a hold of Bubblelazer for art, she's currently got open commission slots, I believe. And you can reach her through Discord. Over at my Discord server, she's in the endorsed artist channel, so go over there and contact her so she can get you some amazing art. She's awesome. Also, guys, we do have the Friday Night Lights tomorrow, so come hang out. That's going to be a good time, as they're currently in a Temple of Cateus. We're going to figure out what's going on there, as their opponent only has 1 hit point. Otherwise, guys, have a wonderful week. Please stay safe. The GM Eric game mats of the Toivonen map are now available at gmeric.com, and we've got more products coming soon. Have a wonderful week, guys. Please stay safe, and we will take care of you guys later. Have a wonderful time, guys. Thanks again, Bubble.
Thank
J.
you.
Duel has asked for a close-up of the party art as well, Eric.
I'm sorry? Close-ups of the party art. Okay. Let's go ahead and get the close-ups of the party art. We can do that. We can do that before we leave. One sec. I can do that.
Also, Sunday is going to be a very interesting day for Jim Rowley as he wakes up in a totally different place.
Sure.
Just having experienced all of this and talking to everyone about how some weird dream he has and some house he now owns.
And you were there. And you were there.
Yeah.
You were there.
All right, so I'm gonna put all 3 of these on there, and I hope these go, because Bubble always gives me amazingly high-res pieces of art, so I can do t-shirts and other things with it. And so these may take a moment to load for you guys, but that's at my request.
Oh, yeah. I dropped some pretty big files.
I
I'm surprised the Discord can handle them at
This
all.
is never a problem, because I use these for all sorts of things. I even have color
I believe
books.
that the largest you can print them before they start getting pixelated is like, it's like person sized. You can print a person sized poster.
We have a life-size snowflake sparkle in my daughter's room, and it is amazing. So this is Ambrosia. We're going to shrink her down so she fits on the screen here a bit. There we go. Ambrosia Dora Whippleberry Fink. Absolutely a delight. She's awesome. And she's going to take a bow as she heads out there. And then we're going to grab our friend Jimrily. Put Jimrily on the screen. Ow. There we go. For those of you who want to see this, this is all art done by Bubblelazer. And players got this art as part of the purchase price of the tickets. So, and here is Good Boy, the absolute bean of the show today. Poor guy.
It's so adorable, though. Like,
You just want to scratch him behind the ear.
He's welcome anytime at the Fink household.
son number 113.
Yep. That makes it a nice, even unlucky number.
Mm-hmm. Even though it's odd?
Exactly.
Understood. And lastly, we have Claudette.
I did find it interesting that separately we had two characters both wearing collars with their names on it. So there was a good boy and a kitten.
Yep.
Yeah, I felt so bad when I realized.
I love it. I
Pick
think
your
it's great.
character, and then I was just completely forgot the details. And I was like, I'll make another animal. I'll make an animal.
Also, who was the one who pointed out that we're basically the party from Wizard of Oz?
I did. I was like, okay, I've lined them all up, and I've got a little witch, I've got Toto, I've got Cat Person, and Tin Man.
Yeah.
Yep. All right, guys. You guys have a wonderful week. Stay safe, and we will catch you guys later. Thanks again, people on Twitch. Please hang out for a couple moments so that we can raid with as many people as possible and make a big impact on the next channel. And we'll catch you guys later. Be safe, everybody. Thanks for coming.